Let's do it. You got it. This is ludicrous. Let's Mr. A to the Z exhibit. You got it. What's your name?
Wendy Williams.
The Wendy Williams Experience.
And now we're pleased to bring you our feature presentation.
Ladies and gentlemen, what your ears are about to witness, the greatest queen of all time. Okay, party people in the house.
Turn it up, yo. Turn it up. This is it. Allow me to reintroduce this representing
From west to east.
Just better get it right.
Y'all know the name.
Wendy Williams. Been in this game for a while.
I hate to brag.
Ain't nobody
Hey, this phenomenal.
like the queen.
Right here.
Who the world is this? With so much drama. From yo block to yo block. I heard of the number one female. Been doing this for years.
Every barbershop, beauty salon.
Who the world is this? With so much
Again and again.
Wendy Williams.
Bringing your name up. A lot of you haters scared to death.
She at it again.
Wendy Williams.
She in it to win.
Wendy Williams.
She back and she staying.
Wendy Williams.
The ain't playing. I like to present you. The winner of the Game Sheet of the Year Award.
Once again.
Introducing the queen.
Oh boy, what an exciting show we have today. I believe I've met our guests once in my life, but you know what? I could absolutely, positively be wrong. Maybe I only know him from movies. And I'm talking about the fabulously delicious Morris Chestnut. Morris. Painfully heterosexual. Ladies, I've never heard dime be dropped about that man in all of his time being on TV. And I go back with him as far back as Patti LaBelle's sitcom. Now, maybe he was out before then. I don't remember. But Patti LaBelle's sitcom with Viv Fox and Morris Chestnut. And Dwayne, How You Doing, Martin on it. And then, of course, Best Man and whatnot. So he's got a movie coming out tomorrow. So it's called The Cave, and Morris Chestnut's coming in during the Hour of Truth. And then, of course, we'll talk about the celebrities today. Oh, yes. The dead, Marilyn Monroe. The very much living, Snoop. And the, Emilio Estefan. You know, that's Gloria's husband. All right, everybody, so keep it where you got it. The phone lines are open, 866-GET-WENDY. It is what it is, and I'm glad you're a part of this mess. It's called the Wendy Williams Experience.
Hey, what's going on? This is Andre 3000, Andre Benjamin. How you doing?
Ladies and gentlemen, it is with great honor and distinction that I introduce to you the queen of all media, Wendy Williams.
Oh, what's poppin', everybody? How you doing? Welcome to the show. As usual, I'm glad to be here. I started off today feeling extremely bloated. You know, we were at the comedy club last night, and sometimes that happens to me. You know, Art, you ever have like one drink too many, and it's all working in your stomach, and you feel like it's like poison in your system, and it's nothing that you ate. All you really have to do is just get this poison out. I literally, after I took my son to school this morning, I had to stop at I went into a restaurant and acted like I was going to get something, went and used their bathroom. And then I got home, you know, and I'm going through you see how I'm dressed today? This shirt I've saved from back when I, was a lot heavier and I used to cover everything.
You used to fill that shirt out?
No, I wouldn't fill it out. But I mean, this is part of my cover-up. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you see, it's really a work shirt from a man's store, but I used to change you see the diamond-y buttons because I would want to femme it up and make it. I mean, I was bigger, but I still wanted to be, feminine and beautiful even while covering up.
Yeah.
And so this shirt I've just kind of saved for that. So I put on some jeans today, and I just didn't feel like being bothered with my usual too tight, too small, look.
It works. works.
It works. It works for me. It works. Tonight's the final episode. But I swear, like the alcohol from last night, and I didn't feel all bombed and everything. It's just when I woke up this morning, it was all settled right in here. And I just felt like, ooh. And my behind was on fire. Until I finally got in the car. I refused to leave the house until, everything was
Out.
and settled. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm watching Judge Maybelline, and I'm watching The View, and I'm back and forth to the bathroom, and then finally I get in the car, and then all of a sudden my stomach was like really empty, and I was hungry, and I felt like something good. I stopped at Subway on the way, and I got a 6-bite special. Do you know what that is? That's part of how I control my weight. 6 is like, the magic number, for something like a Subway. Like you get a 6-inch sub, but then you only take 6 bites of that, and not like huge hulking bites, but just your usual bites. 6 bites, then you throw it away. You know what I mean? And I got it with the mayonnaise, mustard, hot peppers. What I take 6 bites of doesn't even matter. Because I'm not going to deny myself. I mean, I am a foodie. I love food, but 6 bites and that's it. I had my Subway, and I'm driving along my Diet Mountain Dew, and, I feel much better now. Now I'm mad that I didn't wear my usual tight, 4 sizes too small ensemble. I'm all covered up and stuff, but I feel free. I haven't dressed like this in years.
Yeah, you shocked me.
Yeah. We had fun at the comedy club, though, last night. Shout out to the legendary Dana Dane, and shout out to Mrs. Dane. I hope you guys loved what you saw. It was very nice having you guys there in the audience. Shout out to King of all general managers, Dion Livingston, who was there and had a stellar time. Shout out to the legendary Al Franken. You remember him from way back. Yep, he's still alive and doing well. Al Franken was in the Franklin.
No, Franken.
Franken.
Yes.
Al Franken. Yeah, he was in the audience and had a great time. Shout out to Todd Lynn and John Laster. Shout out to Shorty. Shout out to Rashad. Shout out to Elisa, from the booking in the Pink Room. She was there too. Shout out to you, Artie. Shout out to Shay Lynn. Happy 25th birthday. Hope you had a great time. Shout out to Alicia Silvera. You always do a wonderful time with the Comedy Experience. Artie, you were funny as usual last night.
And you were great, too.
Well, thank you. I get propped up. I'm only as good as my team. Capone, the gangster of comedy, what do I say about you? You're just a funny mother father. You just slay people with your comic stylings and your wardrobe. You just slay them.
He's a genius.
Yeah, he just really is. Shout out to Ken Black, my ride or die comedian. Ken Black got it going on. Just everybody was just fabulous last night. 3 rooms of comedy. It was just a wonderful, wonderful thing. If you're ever free on a Wednesday night, doors open up at 8 o'clock, and then comedy starts at 9 o'clock. Between 8 and 9, what do? You get your seat, you look around, see all who's there. I usually get there between like 8 and 8:30. I try to get there as close to 8 o'clock as possible because I love my meet and greet time. You know what I mean? And I'm a meeting and a greeting. And, then we get it on like 9 o'clock, 9:50. Last night, we didn't get started until about 9:15, CP time. But it was fun. It was fun. It was a great time. If you're from out of town, anytime that you're in New York City, we're getting ready to celebrate. Oh, it started last July, so technically speaking, we've passed our 1-year anniversary. Yeah. Me and Art couldn't figure it out. Ken Black knew, though.
Shout out to the security who gave me a hard time getting in.
Oh, at our own function?
And I had to clean out and diva out on him.
What did you tell him? Let me tell you something, Miss Honey.
I had to go in the line. He said, he pushed me. He shut me like, who are you? I said, and then somebody else said, that's Artie.
Oh.
Who's Artie?
Oh.
That's the producer Wendy show.
What?
Well, I don't know. And this is my first week. I said, I've been here over a year. I said, remember this face. And then I pushed him and walked beside. And
you pushed him?
Yes, I did. And then my guest followed with me. Don't get confused, honey.
We had a fabulous time, though, last night. So, thank you, everybody who came out. Thank you very much. Listen, there's, have we talked on the phone? Hello?
Hi, Wendy.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you. Welcome to the show.
Okay. Question. I wanted to tell you that one of my friends went to the Scream 4 tour last night.
Okay.
And she said that Ciara came out with Bow Wow.
Okay.
And that they were all over each other, and he was all up hugging up on her.
Okay.
So they're very much together, supposedly.
Thank you for filing your report.
Yeah, I just wanted to let you know because you were talking about it yesterday.
Now, how did Pretty Ricky do?
She said that they were crazy, that they had boxers. They were in their boxers, like shiny boxers, basically almost naked.
Yeah.
Grinding the floor, humping the floor. That's what she said.
Now, how was B5?
She said B5 sounded really good. Her little sister was there with her. She went crazy over them. So she said they sounded good.
Did Marcus Houston behave himself?
She said Bobby Valentino was boring.
Yeah, and short. Did Marcus Houston behave himself?
And Marcus Houston got naked.
What?
Butt naked. She said that they put a screen in front of him, and he was taking off his clothes, and then he went up the stairs, and he had a robe on, and then he flashed the audience, and then the lights went dim.
And everybody saw, the full frontal nudity. You know what I'm saying?
That's what she said. Yeah, but it was so quick, so nobody could really catch it. And they, you know how there's the big screens that you can see them. They shut them off. They didn't let her, watch it on the big screen. Only just whoever was sitting in the front.
Now, how old is your sister?
Well, no, it was my friend.
How old is she?
She's 24.
Okay, so
my sister's 11.
See, that's the part of the problem.
That's what I was saying.
There's a little problem going on.
Exactly, that's what I said. I said all these little girls.
And some of my Girl Fridays went, and they said that girls were throwing like lacy, silky panties on the stage, to the various acts and stuff like that.
It's different when it was like, it was mostly older people, but they know that it's all 10-year-old little girls coming to see them.
Is it wrong for me to say
naked?
I'm glad I don't have a daughter?
Yeah,
is that
God.
Oh,
I mean, I was going to bring my little sister with her. I was going to go with my friend.
Yeah.
But then I didn't buy the tickets in time.
Yeah.
So I was like,
yeah.
Thank God, because I don't need my little sister the first little she sees this. I'm sorry to say that, but Marcus Houston out of all people.
Well,
like, it's horrible.
Well, thank you for calling with your report.
Okay, bye,
Take care.
Wendy.
Bye-bye.
Love the show.
Thank you. Hello.
Hey, what's up, Wendy?
Hey.
What's going on?
What's happening with you?
Nothing. I just want to let you know I love your show.
Thank you.
Doing your thing for years, man.
Thank you. Now, who am I speaking with?
I'm speaking with Dante from Philly.
Okay. Oh, so this is a boy.
What happened?
You're a boy.
Yeah, I'm a boy.
Okay. How old are you?
Why you say it like that?
But because you know what? Originally, I couldn't tell whether you were a girl or a boy, but you must be like a young guy.
Yeah, I'm a young dude.
How old are you?
I'm 16.
All right. Hey, thank you for listening to the Miss Wendy Show, Dante.
I got a question for you, though, Miss Wendy.
Go ahead.
How do young R&B songers like me break into the business?
Dante, you still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Start doing talent shows.
Talent shows?
Yeah. I mean, I was in Philly right there for quite a few years, and I know that Philly is a wealth of talent.
Yeah.
There's a lot of competition out here. When you start hearing about local talent shows and stuff, I don't care if there's no prize involved or whatever. You need to start doing some of these talent shows. And it wouldn't hurt to start doing some New York talent shows either.
Oh, really?
You ever been to New York?
I've been there like once. That's about it.
It's right around the corner. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's right around the corner. You need to start doing talent shows.
My cousin went to your party, said it was off the hook. So
yeah. How old is your cousin?
My cousin's like 25.
Yeah. Yeah, we do.
Big up to you. I got the heat CD. It's on fire.
You like it?
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
Doing your thing.
Hey, did you pick up the new Young Jeezy CD?
Young Jeezy? No.
Ugh.
I don't know, because it's like I don't really like his new songs. They both corny.
Gotcha. All right, Dante. Well, thank you for calling.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
All right.
So what exactly is the price of gas these days? Because it changes every time you blink. I swear the other day, price went up 4 times while I was filling up my tank. I go to pay, and the attendant has the nerve to slide a loan application through the window. What they want next? My firstborn? So when you do, girl, just 2 more months and I have a full tank. Forget the blame. I'ma holler at the brother with a gallon of super unleaded around his neck. No wonder Greyhound is a smart way to go. See, they have tickets that cost a fraction of what it takes to fill your gas tank, and they don't require collateral when you get on board.
Greyhound is the low-priced way to travel every day. Buy a ticket, get on a bus, and go wherever, whenever. Greyhound is the quick, comfortable, convenient, and low-priced way to get from A to B.
On Greyhound, I get a low-price ride and keep my offspring. Now, that's a deal.
Visit Greyhound.com for up-to-the-minute schedules and prices. Go more. Go Greyhound.
This fall, co-creator and narrator Chris Rock brings a new comedy to UPN. Everybody Hates Chris.
Before I was a comedian, I thought the coolest thing that would happen to me was being a teenager. I was going to have women, money. Boy, was I wrong.
Chris!
That's my mother, Rochelle.
Get in the bathroom and wipe the pee off the toilet seat.
This fall, find out what made Chris rock. A new comedy, Everybody Hates Chris, premieres Thursday, September 22nd on UPN.
Brothers and sisters! Taking it back, baby. Taking it back. Old school short shot. Yes! The rhythm's a rebel. 2, 3, play. A little play from back in the day. And me, it's Wendy, man. Wendy Williams. The Wendy Williams Experience.
This is exclusively on Wendy Williams. Get around.
What up? It's your boy, the infamous Mad Links, holding it down for Rap City. Check me out Monday through Friday. Right about now, I want you to be very clear about what you're getting. Do you know what you're getting? You're listening to the Wendy Williams Experience.
It's the Wendy Williams Experience. I am just sitting here drinking my water and going through my bag of Princess Marcello Borghese stuff. Do you love Borghese stuff? I do. I love the firming anti-aging stuff. I love the face mask too. My mom used to use back in the day. Her two main products were Estee Lauder makeup, but Princess Marcello Borghese skin treatments. And I do have to say I am a drugstore person, but when I do department store beauty stuff, I automatically go to Princess Marcello Borghese. I like Laura Mercier creams and stuff like that, but that's part of the makeup. But as far as skin treatments, if I do a department store, it's always Princess Marcello Borghese. A special shout out to my special friend Danielle Skinner at Princess Marcello Borghese. Thank you so much for being just such a wealth of help. Help! So, Marilyn Monroe, remember the infamous dress that she wore for JFK's birthday bash back in the 60s? Well, when she was going to perform at that birthday bash, she wanted to wear something that was going to absolutely knock the world on its feet with her sex appeal. So she contacted this particular dressmaker with instructions to make her something skin tight and beaded and leave very little to the imagination. And so the dressmaker had assigned 19 of his assistants to making the dress. And they created that skin tight gown, which, by the way, recently sold at auction for $1 million. Yeah, and she wore that dress, to the Pentagon where that party was. And she said back then, if you're going to perform for the president, people at the Pentagon told her, if you're going to perform for the president, you have to tone down your attire. And so she agreed, but in private, she decided to wear the gown anyway. And then the rest is history. Happy birthday. You know the one. Do you know that we were talking about crystal meth yesterday? Do you know that crystal meth has caught up with ecstasy as the ultimate party drug because it's so inexpensive and it's so powerful? They say you become addicted after the first hit. That's what the stats say. And the other night after growing up Gotti, I watched this special on A&E about crystal meth. They also say that crystal meth has the highest relapse rate. 93% of the people who tried to quit will be back on it. So, just say no, but doggone it. Look out for crystal meth. And then there was a custodian who was arrested for making meth inside the First Baptist Church there in Peru, Indiana. Yeah, well, he's 30 years old, and he's been charged for manufacturing it. He was arrested on Monday. And he was using the church as his lab. They say they searched the dude's home and his pickup truck where they found several loaded handguns, and a couple of them were reported stolen already. So they confiscated all the items. They also found a lot of stuff in his truck in association with making meth, including the cooking manual, which you can go on the internet and figure out how to make this. Yeah, they got I think they said they have boy, when I was watching my A&E special, something like 100 different recipes on the internet of how to make this. And, oh, this just in.
Oh, no.
Advice Hour is officially canceled for today.
Whoa.
Eric Benet is in the pink room and ready to spill the tea.
With his shoes on or off?
Tell him to put his shoes on. These rugs are dirty and funky. Okay. Fabulous.
Yes.
Lock the doors. Hold him captive. Don't let him leave. I mean, I don't know how she finagled that one, but
she's the best.
Yeah.
Yes.
Advice Hour is canceled. Call somebody. Benet is in the building. All right.
Love it.
Then Morris Chestnut is in the hour after that. Not as juicy, but we'll make it juicy. I mean,
He's juicy how he looks.
Yeah, he's just juicy in how he looks. He's just the nice boy, who's turned into a nice man. And, he's just, nice to look at, nice eye candy. But Benet, he's scandalous. What was I talking about? Crystal meth. Who cares? Look, just say no, damn you. You want to be turned out and twisted out by drugs? Just say no. Gosh, where do we go from here? I feel like just playing a song or something. Wow. I didn't even know that was bubbling.
Yeah.
He must just be in New York and just decided to drive by.
Say hi.
And say hi.
Wow.
Boy, that's a beautiful thing.
It's a good look.
Yeah.
Where are the cameras?
Well, I know. Because we need for you all to see. Look, there's somebody calling on the line. This is where we need the cameras in here. VH1, where are you? Well, Wendy,
he's at BB King's tonight.
He's not exactly for our audience. What do you mean he's not for your audience? To Halle Berry's ex-husband. Well, we really need you to be nice to him because Halle will be turned off to doing anything for the channel in the future. What are you saying? What are you saying? Don't you see the vision over here on the Wendy Williams is on fire? Eric Benet is in here and I got a line of questioning.
Yes.
Well, Wendy, do you mind going over with us what you're going to ask him? Because we have Halle lined up to participate in, take your pick, okay, Divas Live. Which, no, everybody watches Divas Live.
Right.
This year we've got Halle Berry hosting Divas Live, and we just have to be really careful, Wendy. Look, I gotta focus on what I'm doing over here! Well, Wendy, then you're on your own. We gotta take the cameras out. We can't include this as part of our thing. Okay, do what you gotta do.
Put that
Do what you gotta do. Damn! Needless to say, they're not in our way today.
Oh.
Eric Benet is in the pink room.
Yes.
Advice Hour has been canceled for today. We're gonna focus. Ah! I don't know. I'm so hungry. I feel like my entire insides have just been,
No lean cuisine today?
No lean cuisine. So hungry. All right, you all. Fan out and then come back to your radio. It's going down. Right. Thank you, everyone.
It's Wendy, man.
I've been talking to this young lady. She called me at home and I was listening to your show, and she says that she doesn't know any straight guys that listen to the Wendy Williams show.
No, plenty of straight guys listening to the show.
All right, so yeah.
Ow.
So what should I tell her? Just
tell her
how you doing. The Wendy Williams.
I don't know why I'm putting lipstick on. I'm going to be very nice. I'm going to try not to think about how he did that woman wrong. Open the doors. Let me meet Eric Benet.
Uh-oh.
He's got a new CD out. Come on. Don't call me Miss Wendy trying to slay me with some kindness. Damn you.
How you doing?
Hi, Eric.
Good, lovely.
Nice to meet you. You smell wonderful.
Thank you.
Yeah, you do smell very good. What are you wearing?
I got I get this stuff from some Jamaicans on Venice Beach, and I just mix up the oils.
Pull that around.
And,
you wear oils.
Yeah.
I should have known.
Yeah.
You're earthy. Now, that's a very nice jacket. I was going to say thrift shop vintage, but I see the tag and size says Dolce & Gabbana.
Oops.
Yeah. No, that's very nice.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Come on. Pull your microphone. Make
Like
your
this?
microphone real nice.
Like boom?
Yes,
like this?
exactly.
Okay, good.
So, and what are those, True Religion jeans?
These are True. You on it.
Because you recognize the rips
There you
and the
go.
stitching. You know
There
what I
you
mean?
go.
And
True
Art wants to
Religion.
get some.
I don't know what this is. This is just like a regular old grabbed it off the rack t-shirt thing.
And you're wearing shoes today.
Yes, I am.
Thank God, because we have carpet mites.
Oh, see, that's not working for my little hammer time.
Can I look at your feet, though, as we talk? I just want to see what they look like. Because I'm thinking that they're crusty underneath because you...
But honestly, I ain't tended to them in a while.
That's perfect. Let's
okay,
see.
You really want to see my crusty feet?
Yes.
Damn.
Calm down, everybody. We're going in.
Okay, taking off the shoe.
Okay. Art, pay attention. Ew.
Oh, no.
No, they actually, you have woman feet. They're narrow. Let me see the bottom of them. No, they're not. They're those are nice feet as feet go. Okay. Art, you can't see. Calm down, everybody. Calm down. I've got to lube them up first.
Yeah, they look like I've been kicking flour a little bit. But,
yeah, I see you got the Y3 sneakers on too. Those Adidas. What are those, like $300?
I like these joints right here. I like the Y3 things.
So you have a new CD.
Yes.
And you're going to be at BB King's tonight at 8 p.m. No, I can't. Being Bobby Brown is on tonight.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, that's
TiVo. What's up with
no,
TiVo?
I don't. I can't. I don't want a TiVo because first of all, I don't know how to use it. But second of all, I have to see things the way they are because I have to discuss. Okay, let's talk about the marriage. I mean, really, I'm trying to lube up, but I know that you can't be here for 2 breaks.
Okay.
Did you buy any of this stuff with your alimony? You getting any alimony from Hallie?
Nothing. Zero. I pretty much walked away from the marriage with nothing.
Yeah. And how is your daughter?
India's wonderful. India's, she's gearing up for school right now. This is her favorite.
13.
13. This is her favorite time of the year. Back to school shopping.
Yeah. Is she going with Hallie back to school shopping?
No, we did it. We did it before I started my promotion tour, and we'll do it again when I get home. Her first day is on the 6th. And let's see. So, yeah, probably on the 5th, we'll do shopping again.
Yeah, Labor Day. So, did Hallie ever formally adopt India?
No.
See, I thought so.
No.
So, how often do they see each other? Or is India starting to break away from that where Hallie doesn't have to feel like she's got to see you? Because that would be painful to me. To be quite honest with you, I could never do that.
It's like... I don't want to talk about their relationship. You can ask me whatever. But India, when it comes to India and Hallie, I'm just going to let their relationship be,
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's...
But then she has to ding-dong at the house when she comes to pick her up. You're usually not there. You try to not be there.
Let's talk about me.
Okay. And your infidelity.
Let's talk about that.
What's up with the chick with the blonde hair from... Where are you from, Minnesota?
I'm from Milwaukee.
The chick that you were jumping off with who apparently sold her story to the National Enquirer because those stories, when you sell them involving an A-list artist, that's a lot of money. Apparently she needed money and she sold her story.
Right.
Have you since broken up with her? What's your relationship like with that chick now?
I've not seen or spoken to her since way back when.
Because that was really, even though you were being unfaithful to Hallie all along and what is done in the dark comes to light, she's the one who turned the lights on by selling that story.
I would say she was the catalyst to, stuff coming out.
Although you were dead wrong. She said that you had slept with her, what was it, the week before the wedding, the night before the wedding, or the day after, or something like that?
No, that's not true. That's not true.
She was your lover for a few years prior to ever even knowing Hallie, right? That was
we used to date back in Milwaukee like a while ago, like a few years before.
And you and Hallie were married for?
We were married for about 3 years.
And at what point during the relationship did you start taking on, other lovers?
I mean, it's like a lot of the relationship, as any relationship, a lot of it was good, a lot of it was bad, and I think the thing about the relationship was, when you have two people who are coming together and you got your own issues, I definitely came into the relationship with my own baggage.
What kind of baggage? Because I don't believe that you're in a sexual addict.
Well, I'm not.
I think that guys that can and women can control
I agree.
that.
I'm no more of a sex addict than any man in this building or city. But
yes,
I definitely had my own issues.
What are your issues?
I think probably the biggest thing that I've learned through this whole process is how important it is to talk about what you're feeling. Like, I've always been the kind of person, like, if I'm angry about something,
right,
I just kind of brush it under some proverbial rug.
What's your sign?
I'm a Libra.
Okay.
So, in other words, all these emotions start to get, like, built up, and if something's bothering me, I don't talk about it. Next thing you know, something stupid is happening and things are exploding. So I think the biggest thing that I've learned throughout this experience is whatever I'm feeling, I need to get it out.
Yeah.
I need to talk about it. I need to make my partner, my friends, my family aware of it.
What did you think about that sexy kiss that she received on stage at the big award show? I forgot what awards, but you were sitting there in the audience.
Oh, it's, showbiz.
That's just part of showbiz. Mm-hmm. Was there not enough sex with Hallie?
It's like
because I'll tell you, Hallie, Mariah, and Beyonce. I've always said on the show are probably stiffs in bed. All that beauty and stuff.
I'm not going to do that, Wendy. I'm just going to...
But I did. I just, the listeners aren't shocked. They know I say they fan their hair back and they say, do me. You're lucky to be here.
For those of you who can't see me right now, I'm cringing in my seat right now. But, it's like we had our problems.
Yeah.
We definitely had our issues in our relationship and our marriage.
Yeah.
And, I've definitely dealt with those issues in the worst possible way.
Inappropriately.
Extremely inappropriately. And, but the good thing is, after going through this, and it was a lot to go through, I really feel like somebody told me a long time ago, like, men don't really grow up until their mid-30s, and I feel like I'm about right on schedule.
Yeah.
So it's like, I definitely made huge mistakes that,
Because you had the golden ticket, Eric.
Yeah, it would appear that way.
Oh.
It would appear that way.
Oh.
Yeah. Hi.
How many people did you cheat on her with, approximately? I mean, because clearly the relationship that you had in Milwaukee, that was like a relationship, but not all jump-off situations are relationships. Sometimes it's just, you sleep with one person twice, and then you never see them again. Then you sleep,
It has been greatly exaggerated. I don't want to, say that, this number of times that I've acted inappropriately in my marriage, but I definitely have been inappropriate in
More than
marriage.
10 times?
No, absolutely not.
More than 10 people?
No.
Is what I meant to say.
No.
So when the divorce was all said and done, did you get anything? Did you walk away with anything?
No.
Did you fight for anything? Because I got to tell you something. I never heard any ugliness going on other than that you were going to go.
There was a brief moment where my attorney was like, we sat down and I said, you know what? The only thing I want is the little piece of money I had before we got married.
Mm-hmm. No child support for India?
No. And there was like this procedure that my attorney was like, okay, well, in order to get that, we have to file this thing, and we have to do this, and then you have to file this. Now, some of those files, or whatever you call them in legalese, look like, I was maybe trying to get something more than what I wanted.
Yeah, because here on the show, I remember talking about you were alleged to have wanted child support for India.
That's what I'm talking about.
And a little alimony.
That's what.
And then all of a sudden, all that ugliness went away.
It went away because the week after we filed, I went to my attorney and I was like, this is what this mess looks like. You know what? Forget it. I'm stepping away with nothing. Just give me my daughter. Give me my life.
Did you ever at any given point, because I know you all went through it, the blonde from the National Enquirer and everything, then you all tried to work it out. What was that period of time? I can't forget. I can't remember. Did you try to work it out for like 6 months, and then all of a sudden you announced, and that's it, divorce?
No, it was more than 6 months, and I think basically what it came down to is.
Oh, he took his glasses off. Okay, all right, get comfortable.
Basically, what it came down to is it's like once you've been unfaithful to somebody, it's extremely difficult for that person to ever trust you again. And basically, what it came down to is
it is difficult.
She
could
not get to a point where she could trust me.
And all
again,
kind of nuttiness was going on. She's running your pockets of your True Religion jeans, and she's keeping tabs on you on the cell phone. I mean, she's a woman. She's at the end of the day.
It was a very trying time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was being how women are, or how people are when they've been deceived.
When that happens, absolutely.
And I'm sure that your daughter was seeing a lot of residual ugliness, a lot of residual, a lot of that.
It was a lot of universal ugliness and difficulty during that time. Yeah.
Oh my God.
But hey,
did your daughter at any given time ever look at you as not as daddy, but like as a man? You've hurt this woman, my stepmother.
I think through the entire experience between both Hallie, my daughter, and myself, I think we probably experienced every emotion that there possibly could be. During the period of trying to see if we could work it out, during the period of getting to the point where we realized, you know what? I don't think this is going to work.
By the way, affiliates, attention all affiliate radio stations with the Wendy Williams Experience. We will be going over for just a... He has to go. Oh, he has to go? That's all right. No. We're just going to go over for like a minute or two. I know you can only be here for a moment, but I'm just saying, affiliates, ride with me. Ride with us. If you drop out, oh well. Just ride. We're not, Eric, it's a syndicated show.
I feel you.
Had you ever brought any of the jump-offs to you all's house?
Whoa. I don't want to get into those kind of details, but the point is, I definitely...
You are a dirty, low down. You know what? You're lucky you didn't get stabbed.
I definitely did wrong. I was very, very wrong. Absolutely.
No good jigaboo. Trying to base. LL Cool J back in the day. How you living now, huh? What's the next one? So, had Hallie ever caught you?
No.
Red-handed?
No.
Had you ever dealt with anybody from you all's immediate cipher? Makeup artist, hair?
No.
How was the help around the house reacting to all the screaming and whatnot? Because your life was in the Inquirer and the Star and the Globe, and it was on Entertainment Tonight.
Yeah, that was probably the most difficult part, because there's a lot of truth there. There was a lot of mistakes made, but the thing about it is when it hits the press and the media, all kinds of embellishment stories are attached to it, and this, that, and the other, and like I said, I mean, I definitely did wrong. I definitely learned from my mistakes.
Did you try to buy her a gift to make it better? And if you, did you try to, of course it's more than a gift.
Yeah, when it gets to that point, it's not about a gift. It's not about buying anything. It's about, okay, at this point, let me do any and everything that I can to try to make amends for the mistakes that I made. Let me make my life and everything about me a complete open book.
Did you ever do this one? I'm going to get a cell phone and it's only for you, baby. Only you're going to have the number, and so on and so forth. I mean,
No. You know what? I'll just put it. Everything. There was no privacy. Everything was an open book.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everything was like in any relationship. I mean, when something like that happens, it's like, okay, if you make the decision to try to make it work, it's like, okay, from here on out, there's nothing that I'm going to hide from you. There's no secret that I'm going to hold. I will meet no one that you don't know about.
Hey, listen, did you ever want to run her pockets too? Because at that point, she could have cheated on you to get back at you, and she wouldn't have been wrong for doing it, but two can play that game.
There really wasn't a desire for me to like do anything like that. I mean, I just felt
now
like,
how is your hold on how is your female fan base towards you? Because I have anger.
Well, rightfully so.
Yeah.
I feel like, I think like there are people who will attach the artist with his personal life no matter what.
Exactly.
And then I think there are people who will listen to the music and say, look, I don't care what this man or this woman did in their personal life. I'm feeling this song right here.
Yeah.
So I think there are definitely, along this promotional tour, it's been a lot of love. It's been love, love, love. And there have been people, apparently, who come to my shows who just like, you know what? I don't know what the real deal is, what happened in your personal life.
Yeah.
But I'm feeling this cut right now.
It's hard to separate, but I admire people who are able to. I can't. It's hard for me to separate, though.
Yeah.
So your new song is called I Want to Be Loved. Yeah. Are you in love now?
No.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Give me a minute, and I'll tell you when we go into the break, okay? Please?
Getting crazy.
Wait, hold on. Are you dating?
That's an extreme word. I think
Are you effing? Of course. It's Eric Benet.
Damn.
He's going to be at BB King's tonight at 8 p.m. His new single is called I Want to Be Loved. Your CD is called?
The CD is called Hurricane.
Hurricane.
Yeah.
Okay. And you're going to Asia next.
Yeah, going to Japan, doing this tour in Japan.
Fabulous.
Yeah.
Terrific. Would you come back to the show?
Tell me when.
Okay, Elisa, can we hold him to that?
Let's do it.
Because I appreciate you coming in. Damn you, Eric Benet. But you know what? You've given us what we like here, and that is your version of truth. And you took off your glasses. You've taken off your shoes. I mean, the whole bit. Your body language is pretty damn open and honest. You know, I'm a body linguist.
I've got to be at this point. I mean, like I said, I've come to the point where I feel like I've really grown up.
Yeah.
I definitely made mistakes, but through those mistakes, I feel like sometimes for some people, that's what needs to happen in order for them to evolve to like this next level of presence.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, being in the celebrity world.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like on full blast, but
it's a pleasure meeting you.
Pleasure's mine. Thank you.
And break a leg tonight at BB King here in New York City, 8 p.m.
And you can't go because you're going to watch B and Bobby Brown.
Bobby Brown takes precedence. Plus, Eric, damn you anyway for the womanhood. Damn you.
Okay, you could, yeah.
And damn you.
Yes. Well,
Eric, damn
thank
Benet.
you.
Thank you, Eric.
Wendy, man.
First of all, my question is, what's wrong with Fantasia? I guess maybe I'm wondering why no one wants to focus on Fantasia's talent. I mean,
because nobody can get past her teeth.
The Wendy Williams Experience.
I'm in line to get a cup of coffee the other day, and this girl in front of me, she's talking to herself, just mumbling something over and over again. Now, I gotta go eavesdrop, right? And get this, the woman is practicing her order for coffee. Grand, triple wet, half calf, extra soy, no foam, nam yo ho, ring a kaya. Dang, woman, are you ordering coffee or praying for rain? Why do basic things have to get all complex? What? Oh, because it's complicated, it must be better? Come on. Now, see, Greyhound's not going to complicate my ride with any of that nonsense. All I got to do is show up, buy a ticket, sit my butt down, take a nap. Easy.
Greyhound is the easiest way to travel every day. Buy a ticket, get on a bus, and go wherever, whenever. It's the quick, comfortable, convenient, and low-priced way to get from A to B.
Man, I have got to see this woman order something at the drive-thru.
Visit Greyhound.com for up-to-the-minute schedules and prices. Go more. Go Greyhound.
Germy toilets, playground swings, yucky things.
You can't touch this.
It's a germy world, but your kids gotta touch, even though germs can cause illness. So when there's no soap and water, use Purell. In seconds, Purell kills 99.99% of germs that hands may pick up.
For a hands-on experience of a lifetime, National Geographic will send 15 kids to the Galapagos Islands, sponsored by Purell. For contest rules and entry forms, visit everydayexplorer.com.
Must be 9 to 14 years of age on May 13, 2006. Ends October 31st, 2005. No purchase necessary. Uses direct.
Mr. Sansone.
All right. This is the Wendy Williams Experience on 107.5 WBLS. Today's R&B and Classic Soul. And, Eric Benet is in the other room doing drops for the show. Hey, it's Eric Benet. How you doing? And whatnot. I got to tell you something. He was forthright in his answers, and you almost have to... Nicole, can you go in there and be sure Eric Benet is saying all the right stuff for drops on the show? Hurry. Yeah, okay. But make sure he's saying all the right stuff, because that's Eric Benet. No, he is. He is. I was just in there. Okay, good. Because we need more than how you doing from him. I don't know what. I can't think right now, but... You got to respect a person who knows what the fire is, puts his hand in the fire, and doesn't move it until the line of questioning is done. You know what I'm saying? He removed his sunglasses. I didn't ask him to. At first, I was going to tell you all, deception. Sunglasses still on. His body language was open. And even when he was twitching with open body language, and he acknowledged it. Yeah. At no point did I sense deception. He didn't want to talk about India, but I think we got what we needed from him, which is that India was never legally adopted. There is no alimony. There is no child support, yada, 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 yada. And, we know with Halle Berry, the elevator doesn't go all the way to the top. One can short of a six-pack. But, cheating, there's no excuse. And behind the scenes, I asked him about Oprah because he has to rush out of here. His publicist was here and stuff like that. I forgot to ask him about Michael Ealy, but he just raised his eyebrows like, he didn't really say anything about Michael Ealy. I guess more like, if she's happy, great. The faster she gets happy, the faster people forget about me hurting her, I guess, and continue to buy my music.
You think he's hurting? It's a nice lifestyle.
I was going to say, hell no. He was married to her. He's divorced from her. There's plenty of women who would love Halle Berry's leftovers. That's still Halle Berry, regardless. And he's not a bad-looking man. He's a little man. But he's not a bad-looking man. And he seems nice and forthright. And hell, at least he comes with his resume that says serial cheat, as opposed to other men who act like they're going to be all faithful. Yeah. And then, you get sideswiped with the cheating.
Or on the down low.
Gay. I didn't sense anything gay about him. No. I was looking for something, because damn him. But I couldn't find it. Open this door as Eric leaves. Please, open the door quickly. I want to be able to holler something to him in the hall. Uh-oh. Oh, I know he's in there, but just keep the door. No, you stand there as the doorstop. Mm-hmm. I asked him if Oprah was all in their relationship, and he said, well, that's Oprah. He didn't disrespect Oprah, but his facial thing, said it all. Oprah and Halle are like this. I'm just talking about you. I want to not like you because of what you did to our girl, but I like you. You were honest and forthright.
I figured, I just got to be real.
Yeah. So if you and Michael Ealy see each other at the stop and go, what do? You give a pound or what?
Hey, what up, bro?
Yeah. You seem happy in your new life.
I feel, honestly, Wendy, I feel happier than I've ever been in my life.
Yeah.
It's like when you go through something like that and you learn and you grow.
Is this mic not on?
It's on.
Okay.
Oh, it's on?
Yeah, it is.
It's just like I said, it feels like I can appreciate things more now.
Yeah.
And I value life more now. So.
You think Denzel ever tapped that? Because I am so there.
I couldn't tell you.
You know what I'm saying?
I couldn't tell you.
Billy Bob, you think that was real sex in Monsters Ball?
I couldn't tell you.
You probably wish that it was, because that was during the time you were married to her, and at least that would have justified at least one of your indiscretions.
Oh, Wendy.
I wish you well, Benet.
I gotta go to sound check, but I'm sorry you can't come to the show tonight.
I know. Come back to the show and promote.
Hurricane is this stores now, y'all.
What is that?
Hurricane is my album.
Oh, nobody ever told me what it's called, Hurricane.
Hurricane, it's the album. Yeah, Hurricane.
I was telling people when I heard that you were doing a new album, I was the biggest one. Let's not support him. No matter what, let's support the wife. But now that you've been here, go out and buy that CD, you all. Damn this damn Eric Benet. He comes back in for a hug. Don't hug me with your cheating hands and your cheating hearts.
No. All right, I gotta go to sound check. Thanks.
Damn you. Damn you.
Can I take a picture real quick?
Oh. Damn, this is the cheater shot. How you doing? I don't even want to smile. But I did.
All right, I gotta go for real.
Bye, Benet.
Thanks, y'all.
Come back when you want. There he goes. Artie, I gotta tell you something. Keep the door open. You gotta get some of these jeans. I don't know what the hell is wrong with you. You see all the coolest dudes wear them. All the Indian earthy,
Yes.
Boy, he smelled good. Yeah. Damn. Why am I talking like this?
Everybody changes, Wendy. Everybody makes mistakes.
Do you want to know what? Everybody does make mistakes. And not everybody faces up to them in a public forum. I mean, who are we? Why does he need to come by here and talk? I mean, I know he's at BB King, but he could have gone on, Vaughn Harper's show tonight or something like that right before Vaughn comes on at 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
He came to the fire.
Yes.
And he stayed. And he dwelled at the door.
Yes.
The interview was over. They're begging him for sound check, and he dwelled.
Yes.
Gotta respect that.
Yes.
The CD is called Hurricane, and it's in stores now.
Go get it.
Go get it. if you care.
And today is Pepsi Thursdays.
Today is Pepsi Thursday. We got something for you to win. Thank you for keeping me on course. We're giving you cash. Oh my gosh, it's just straight cash. I hear that.
Yes.
Go, bosses. $107. Yeah. Hey, listen, a little dab will do you. Who wants $107 for the 107 days of summer? Call now. I'm taking caller number. Actually, you know what? I'm taking caller number 10 and I'm taking caller number 11.
Okay.
Because I was out of the room. So we're taking caller number 10 and number 11 right now. At 866 Get Wendy.
On.
Damn that Eric Benet. Shout out to everybody in Brownsville, the Ville.
Oh.
I'm going to be at Nehemiah Park on Sunday, right across from the Riverdale Projects. It's going to be the big barbecue for the fallen soldiers on Sunday. The WBLS Jam Van will be there at 4 p.m. I'll be there before then, though. The face painting and it's fun for the whole family. Free food, drinks. It's going to be fabulous. Nehemiah Park. It's where we remember the fallen soldiers of Brownsville. Shout out to everybody in the Ville. See you at Nehemiah Park on Sunday. Bring your family. I'm bringing mine. Okay. Let's continue on, Artie. It's 107.5 WBLS.
Yo, what's up, party people? This is Bushwick Bill, and you're listening to the queen of all media, Wendy Williams. It's a hell of an experience, people. Listen up.
Hold on, give me some stall time.
How you doing? How you doing?
All right, I'm good. Well, apparently he's not with Essence Atkins. And by the way, Essence Atkins is dating a white guy now. She's moved on, so Eric did what he's good at doing, which is hitting the skins and screaming. Excuse me, I'm sorry. If you just turned on your radio, you missed out on Eric Benet, who just left. And I haven't even had a chance to get to the phone or look at any of the faxes to see what you guys are saying. But I will be doing that right after this break. And Morris Chestnut is coming in next hour. So we won't even have time to really fully sit and luxuriate. It's not like I feel bad for Eric or anything like that. But what I do feel is that he didn't flinch and he answered, the questions. And so for that, he gets bigged up, so to speak. Rosemary says, Wendy, you forgot to ask Eric about Essence Atkins. A while back, you mentioned they were dating. I respected his honesty during the interview. Yeah, you know what? I didn't ask him about Essence, and I did forget about that. The Michael Ealy thing, fortunately, I asked him that once the interview was over. And he said if he saw Michael Ealy, he'd say, what's up? Like, not a thing. He says he's happier now in his personal life than he's ever been. Yes, Oprah and Hallie are like this. So Oprah was very much a part of Hallie's, healing and, like that. Allison says, Wendy, I can't believe that you sucked up to Eric. Damn you, Wendy. He knew what he was doing. Look at you, getting all soft and pink. Was I sucking up to him? I don't believe I was sucking up to him. Allison, what did you want me to ask him?
You were being fair.
Yeah. Exactly, because we've talked about Hallie before on the show. We've talked about how, or at least I have, I don't know whether you all co-sign, about, all them looks, and she's crazy. All them effed up relationships that she's had, can't seem to keep anybody, and nobody seems to keep her happy. Everybody, just turns her out mentally, or is she already there? And you know how she got her start. She was messing around with that dentist in Chicago who the white guy, right? He was the dentist and had I'm saying right, like, we've talked about this before on the show. I mean, Hallie has worked the system, shaking and conniving and whatnot all along. Wesley Snipes and the whole bit, punched her in the ear and she lost it. Not that it's right, but I'm just saying, Hallie is no innocent. And I bet you she can swear and curse and scream up a storm. Doesn't she seem like a dish breaker and stuff like that? I mean, I was going to ask him about her fighting style and everything, but it was clear he wasn't going to go into that. So, I knew I only had a moment with him. Let's just get to the bottom of it. Where's the alimony, child support? Or what are you doing now with your life? How do you feel? Blah, blah, blah. Whatever. It is what it is. The dude will be back. We can ask him more questions. Next time we'll have him in from a cheater's perspective.
Is he a friend of the show now? Or he's an acquaintance of the show?
He's an acquaintance of the show.
Okay, that works.
He's an acquaintance of the show. Although, you know what? Why can't he be a friend of the show? He was as honest as you'd want your friends to be. Don't you want your friends to be honest? Yeah, sure. He's a friend of the show.
Okay.
And I'm still down with the woman and when what goes on. I mean, he was still dead wrong. Aaliyah, this is the 4th anniversary of Aaliyah's death today. Oh, boy. Shout out to her family. Shout out to her brother. So, yesterday's people poll question. Keep the faxes coming in just in case somebody wants to comment about Eric Benet. You know what? Because I thought Eric would have been here for 2 breaks, but his publicist said that he could only be here for 1. Let me see. This is somebody from Philly who says he's acting like he is so naive. He's not the victim. His CD will probably be corny anyway. Did he act like the victim? Number 1, I know women who do unspeakable freaky stuff to their men in the bedroom, and there are still men who cheat. Exactly. Oh, I know, CJ, I know. No matter how you twist and turn it in the bedroom, men will still, that's not guaranteeing that a man won't cheat. That's just like no matter how fine you are and how much time you spend in the beauty parlor and dieting, that does not mean he's not going to cheat. All that does is give you better bounce back material for the next man in the next situation. You know what I mean?
Right.
Oh, I know. And any smart woman knows, no matter how you twist it, no matter how much sex you give him, you can be boning every day, twice a day, and a man will still find enough energy in him to get a third wood and break it off for the next chick. Damn that Eric Benet, Wendy. He made me at least not be disgusted by hearing the sound of his voice. Exactly. He got his foot back in the door with me. I like that he seemed to be not dodging the questions. He owned up to the ish. At least he did not ask Hallie for any money. Exactly. Okay, you mother father. Uh-oh. That's what Cookie says, talking to Eric. But he at least seemed like he has grown. And if I can give R. Kelly a pass, then I can certainly give Eric. Ooh, good analogy. Ooh. All you all are giving R. Kelly a pass. Hell, I'd be snapping my neck to that damn stepper move music. But no, damn well, he needs to be under the jail. Oh, C says, Wendy, you really pissed me off taking sides with lazy ass of a man, Eric Benet, talking about Halle Berry didn't give him sex. He didn't say that. I asked that. Was it a lack of sex? Beyonce, Mariah, and Halle don't need to do anything but work it in the bedroom. Da, 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 da. Yo, yeah, I have said that. I said that they seem like the type of women that fan their hair back and don't work it out. That wasn't Eric who said it, so blame that on me. I guess that's why she started saying, really pissed me off. Well, let's get to the people poll question as long as it's advice hour, because I have a telephone number along with this one. Yesterday's people poll question. And by the way, Art, I have a different people poll question. I don't know what's up there, but I want you to change it.
Okay.
Is it too late?
It's never too late.
Okay. Can you change it from in here?
Sure can.
Okay. So yesterday's people poll question is, are you currently in a physically abusive relationship?
Wait. Can we come back on the other side with that one? Because we got it. All right.
80% of people said no. 20% of people said yes. So for those of you who say yes, I've got telephone numbers for you to call and get yourself some help. And put up a new people poll question in just a moment. And you keep it here. It's the Wendy Williams Experience. Mars Chestnut's up next.
Wendy, man.
Now, my question is about the Kegel. Why is it every time I try to do them, I have an orgasm? Is that normal?
I don't know, but it must be pleasurable.
You're in a privileged position to learn a thing or two. Keep your mouth shut and your eyes open.
Wendy Williams.
Yeah, this is Ghostface.
What up? Holla at your boys, Jay-Z.
Hey, yo, this is Busta Rhymes.
The Wendy Williams Experience.
What's up, y'all? This is Faith Evans, and you're listening to my girl, Wendy Williams. She's so crazy.
I feel to compensate for this big shirt that I have on that I have to like keep a bunch of buttons undone. You know, just to you know what I'm saying? I wore a big old sloppy work shirt to work today. I was just feeling ridiculous. Hey, listen, I asked you from our website yesterday, are you currently in an abusive relationship? That's the paper poll question on the WendyWilliamsExperience.com. 80% of you said no, but 20% of you are in physically abusive relationships. So I'm going to pass along some telephone numbers for you all. Get your pen and papers out, please. Today's question is, do you earn more than your spouse? Ladies, this is for you. Do you earn more than your spouse? Now, we've already checked, and so far, what's it looking like, Art, over there over there?
It's a big margin of women that earn more than their man.
Okay. Well, the true results will be in tomorrow. In the meantime, let's open the door for Morris Chestnut. Oh, jeez.
Where am I?
Anywhere you want.
I don't know where is it. Right here?
Right here.
I'm in the danger zone, huh? I was listening on the way over here.
I had a chicken Caesar salad. Does it smell funky in here?
No, it doesn't.
Because it included onions and anchovies.
No, it doesn't smell funky.
Are you an anchovy man?
No, I don't eat anchovies. No. I need some headsets, huh?
No, because we're going to play sound effects under you, and none of them are going to be offensive. You're not going to get the how you doing, because I've never heard that you're gay.
Oh, wow. No.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You don't have funky teeth, so we're not going to give you the drill.
Okay.
And you're not a rapper or singer. We're not going to ask you to freestyle or a cappella.
Okay, so I don't need to...
You need no headphones.
Okay, all right. Okay.
Here are the telephone numbers if you're abused. Excuse me. Let me just handle just a bit of information, and then we're going to get into your situation. Mars Chestnut's here, everybody. Here's some hotlines for domestic violence intervention. You know, on the website, Morris, we do a people poll question, and 80% of women say no, they're not in a physically abusive relationship, but 20% are. So the National Domestic Violence Hotline telephone number is 1-800-799-SAFE. Safe Horizons telephone number is 1-800-621-HOPE. Stand Against Violence telephone number is 888-215-5555. Faith Trust Institute is 877-860-2255. And I'll repeat these telephone numbers after Morris leaves. You're bringing us down with your domestic violence, but it's real. And by the way, if you want to know what color band, because every cause has a band now, you know, Lance Armstrong, like that, the band is purple. Okay, we'll talk about that more after Morris leaves, but please, let's just drink this in. By the way, did it feel good to beat Tay Diggs' cooning ass during Best Man? Speaking of beatdowns, did that feel good?
Tay's a good friend of mine. And, it was fun making the movie. We had a good time. All of us had a good time.
Yeah.
Tay, Nia, Terrence, we all had a good time making the movie.
I'm not a big movie watcher because I never, seem to have the time, but I've seen everything you've been in, Morris.
Oh, you have? Oh, thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Well, I think everything. Best Man.
Probably not everything,
Boys
but you've
in the
seen
Hood,
a few
you
of them.
played Ricky.
Yeah, yes,
You
that's
played
right.
football?
That's right.
Did you play football in real life, or do you?
And only in high school. I didn't make it past high school.
Yeah. What's your age category now?
My age? How old am I? Is that the question? I'm 36 years old.
Well, a lot of people aren't forthright.
Oh, it's all good. That's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with that.
Your teeth are beautiful, and
Thank
damn,
you.
they're big. They're big. They're long. Oh, you could never be gay. Not with those big teeth. Look at Miss Artie.
Oh, so wait, so gay people have short, small teeth?
It helps to have smaller teeth than thicker lips.
Okay, I got it.
If you know what I'm saying.
Your show is very entertaining. I've been listening to it all day today.
Who's that lady behind me?
She's the PR representative from
how you
Bazan
doing? Okay.
Entertainment.
Okay. So how long have you been in the acting game?
Wow, since I was about 19 years old. So quite some time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's not like you desired it when you were a kid. Like I thought you were going to say, no, I was in a McDonald's commercial when I was 6.
No, I always wanted to play sports.
Yeah.
Like most young men coming up today. So
yeah.
I always wanted to play sports, and once I realized that wasn't going to happen, I had to do something else.
Did you grow up in the hood?
No.
Did you grow up in the suburbs?
Yes.
Of where? Where are you from?
Cerritos, California. It's like Orange County.
Mm-hmm. And who all was in the house? A bunch of siblings and stuff?
Yeah, one brother, one sister, my parents.
Mm-hmm. Your mom and dad still married?
Yes.
Look at that. How many years is that for them?
Wow, quite a few. Over 30.
Yeah, are you the oldest?
I'm the youngest.
Look at you. How old is the oldest?
41.
Look at the Chestnut family. all American dreamish.
Well, I wouldn't say American dreamish.
Yeah, because it's a mess within the look. There's always a mess.
I wouldn't say there's a mess, but every family has issues, and conflicts. There is no really true American dream.
No,
there's no perfect family. There's no perfect relationship.
Now, so you're married.
Yes.
And you don't wear a ring.
Occasionally. Not
occasionally.
Right.
Only when you're in town around your wife.
No, I mean, even sometimes when I'm around my wife, I don't wear my ring. But I mean, I tell everyone I'm married. It's not like I'm coming into your studio saying I'm not married. I'm not running around New York saying, "Yo, I'm not married. I'm free." Everybody knows I'm married. And if anybody asks me, I'll tell them, "Yeah, I'm married."
Yeah.
And I don't try to pick up women, so that
Have you ever cheated? Have you ever done an Eric Benet special?
No, I haven't done an Eric Benet special.
I like that dude. He was real honest when he came in here and stuff, and so all of a sudden he slayed me. I don't want to like him.
You know what? Yeah, I heard.
Because I'm the wife.
It seemed like you didn't want to like him.
I didn't.
But you ended up liking him.
I did.
Yeah.
And I hate that because I do what I do. We've never met before.
Right.
Have we ever met?
No, I don't believe so.
Did you know where you were coming today?
I got briefed.
Yeah.
I got briefed on where I was coming today.
So you have children with your wife?
Yes, I do.
And how many kids do you have?
2.
How old are they?
8 and 6.
Boy, girl, girls?
The oldest is a boy, youngest is a girl.
Perfect. Do you have any children outside of your marriage?
No.
How?
Do you have any kids?
Yeah, we have a 5-year-old. He just turned 5 on the 18th.
Okay, is that it? Are you gonna have some siblings? Or?
Well, I mean, we'll see what happens. The
look on your face is like.
Well, because I'm a woman of a certain age who wants to put my body through that. Although
you can't just have just one child. You got to have some. A child has to have a brother or a sister, someone to grow up with.
The tsunami has left behind a lot of orphans. Maybe we'll go that way, or maybe something will slip and meet, and I'll grow something in me.
Okay, just by. Okay.
Yeah,
right.
Like I'm open for whatever.
Okay, that's good.
So let's talk more about you.
Okay, that's good.
So your new movie opens up on Friday tomorrow. It's called The Cave.
Right.
Now, what's that movie about, Morris?
It's basically about these cave divers who go on this expedition, and cave divers that go, hundreds of miles, underneath the earth and in water, and we go into these caves and we come across these alien-like creatures, and it's a race to see who gets up to the top with and survive.
Now, who's in this besides you?
A guy by the name of Cole Hauser. He was in this movie Paparazzi.
Okay.
Eddie Cibrian. He was in Third Watch, and he has a new show coming out on ABC.
Now, Cuba Gooding Jr. was one of your co-stars in Boys in the Hood, a classic. And he's achieved quite a bit of Hollywood success, including an Oscar.
That's correct.
He got an Oscar, right?
Yeah, he won. He won for Jerry Maguire.
Hollywood's biggest Uncle Tom sellout out there. One of them.
Now, why would you say that, though? I don't understand.
But what are your thoughts on it?
Of course not. I mean, the brother has to work. You know what? So she turned down Jerry Maguire.
No, but why is something about Cuba Gooding Jr. just something doesn't sit right?
Like what? Talk to me.
Like the Tay Diggs thing. I don't.
What do you mean, like the Tay Diggs thing? What you
Maybe
mean?
this is where you need headphones.
Yeah, this is where I need headphones.
Hear that? I mean,
wow. Give me some headphones. Yeah, let me have some headphones so I can hear this.
Says it all.
I'm missing out of the entertainment value of the show. That's not right. I'm a guest of yours, and I'm not getting the full entertainment value.
Well, because normally we talk about people behind their backs through our drops, but there's nothing to say about you.
So now why would you call Tay and Cuba a sellout?
Just because, and we've talked about it here on the show. I really can't go into it because I know you're only here for one break, and I want to find out about you, Morris Chestnut.
Okay, that's cool.
So, you did the sitcom back in the day with Patti LaBelle. I remember Viv Fox and
Dwayne Martin.
Dwayne, how you doing, Martin?
Dwayne, how you doing, Martin?
Like this with Will Smith.
How you doing?
And you want to laugh? Oh, he's all.
I'm not laughing.
Yes, you is. Yes, you are.
Wow. So you got so what's my name when I'm not up here? You got calling Cuba and Tay sellouts and
heir
and
to
Dwayne,
the Denzel Washington throne.
You calling Dwayne? How you doing, Martin? And
Morris. When Denzel goes someplace, of which we don't want him to go someplace,
right?
But you are next. Terrence Howard is next, according to what everybody's saying.
Well, Terrence Howard's a strong actor.
Yeah, he's doing his damn thing.
He's doing the damn thing. Yeah, very true.
But he doesn't have your look. He's got a different look. So when they're looking for a different kind of leading man, that Denzel-esque type thing, except younger. I just think that you've got the goods. I've always thought you had the goods. Did you? And did you ever bone Vivica or go out on a date with her when you were doing the
Never.
Patti LaBelle show?
Never.
She's a hot
never.
tamale.
Yeah, Vivica is very attractive. Yeah,
Yeah.
but we never were romantically involved.
That was your first acting job, was it?
Well, Boys in the Hood was my first movie, and that was actually my first sitcom. Yeah, my
Did
first
you
TV
like?
show.
Did you like serial TV? You know, regular.
You know what? It's it keeps you at the house. You know, when you do movies, you're going all over the place. You know, different countries, different cities. When you do a TV show, it keeps you in one place.
Yeah. So, would you ever consider doing a TV show again?
Oh yeah, most definitely. Because I'm tired of going. You know, like we shot The Cave in Romania.
Yeah.
You know, shot movies in Germany, Fiji.
Do you take your wife with you?
Sometimes she's afraid to fly. So,
Yeah.
You know, so she didn't go all over the place. But she's been. I think when I shot The Cave was the first time she didn't come on location.
How did you meet your wife?
We met at a club.
Oh wow!
Yeah, at a club. Yeah.
And she was backing that thing up, and you were like, "Damn, baby." This
She
is
was
so
looking,
cliche to me.
She was looking good, but I was literally introduced to her through a mutual friend.
And so, does she work, or she can just luxuriate off being Mrs. Chestnut?
She works taking care of our kids and,
Yeah,
and
I love
keeping
that.
the house stable. Yeah,
Love
that's
that.
a tough job. I wouldn't want it.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Yeah, so it's a tough job.
So you treat her nice. How'd you do with her engagement ring? What'd you get her when you first got engaged? Like,
Well, it's been. I mean, you know, I've been married. You know, I'm coming up on my 10-year.
jeez, Louise! Wow.
Yeah, coming up on the 10 years. So we've been married a long time. So when I got her that ring, it wasn't a huge ring.
Yes.
And the thing about it is, I love and respect my wife so much. She has not asked for another ring. You know, and we've met, you know, other couples who have, you know, big, huge rocks like yourself. And she's never asked. So on our 10-year, I'm gonna hook her up with something real nice.
Well, when's your 10-year anniversary?
Next summer.
Wow, I love that. Who are some of your showbiz friends? Like you and your wife, you call up friends to come over, their girls play with your girls, or you guys get together for some poker in the game room at the compound?
You know what? I never, in the compound,
Yeah.
I don't have any showbiz friends, really. I mean, I associate with everybody. You know, everybody I've worked with. Is this my phone tripping like this? Everybody I work with, you know, I still am acquainted with, but I don't really like hang out with a whole bunch of showbiz people.
Who does?
That's a conscious effort.
Good.
Yeah, because, you know, I've always wanted showbiz to be a part of my life. I didn't want it to be my life. 'Cause, you know, there's ups and downs, there's peaks and valleys.
Yes.
And, you know, when you're working, everybody's your friend, and then when you're not working and not doing something,
Yes.
people kind of go their own way.
Yes.
So to eliminate that, I kind of just keep my same friends and try to maintain a stable lifestyle outside of the business.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very nice. I like what you have to say.
Oh, thank you.
I really do.
Thank you.
How about the Hollywood casting couch? You're a
No, I've
just
never.
have you ever had to deal with a man? I'm
That's
talking about
not
a man now, not a woman.
Oh, that's what I say. Women most of the time have to deal with that type of stuff.
Yes. Now, there's a lot of homosexuality in Hollywood.
Yes, there is.
You are definitely not on the radar, so
Right.
don't take offense to anything that I'm asking you.
Oh, don't worry.
But do you get hit on?
No, I don't. I don't really go out that often, but no, I haven't really been hit
When
on.
you go to audition?
Oh, no, they would never do that. Nah, because
What do you
know,
mean they would never do it? Art, is he lying or is he naive?
Well, you know what? No, basically, no, really. I mean, I've been, you know, in Hollywood for a long time. So now when I go out on auditions, it's not just one person in the room. You know, there's the director, there's the producer, there's the studio. There's like 50 million people whenever I go into a room.
Yeah, nobody ever said to you, look, you got the part if you, no.
Oh, no, heck, no.
Who are some of the other actors who show up when you have to audition for something? Like,
well, you know, now it's more, I mean, I really don't audition that much, but some of the other actors, I mean, we're all in the same category. Myself, Tay, Omar, you know, Terrence, you know, that type of crew.
if you weren't married, what Hollywood cutie would you just love to date and find out more about?
Wow. I mean, that's a loaded question. Really, I mean, most actresses...
Damn, you aren't? I'm sorry.
Most actresses, I mean, they're really kind of difficult to deal with.
You can't say?
On a personal level.
The Cave opens tomorrow. It's Morris
Tomorrow.
Chestnut, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Morris.
Thanks for having me.
It's Wendy, man.
My boss came into my office and he basically brushed up against me with his penis.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah. So I don't know how should I handle that situation?
The Wendy Williams Experience.
Tell us you want the employee discount, and we'll tell you you're hired! Major, Northern Boulevard, Long Island City, Queens. Call 1-800-MAJOR!
Auto! Oh! It's the Wendy Williams Experience on 107.5 WBLS. Today's R&B and classic soul, and we got our foot behind Steve Harvey over at NJ Pack. Oh, that's right. That's right. Steve Harvey is going to be at NJ Pack along with some more Queen of Comedy. They're both friends to the show. And so they'll both be there telling jokes one night, an awesome night. September 10th, NJ Pack is the place to be for a fabulous comedy show starring two stars in the comedy world, Steve Harvey and some more. So I just wanted to remind you of that, okay? Also, it's Pepsi Thursday. Ooh. I'm taking caller number 10 on the phone right now at 866-GET-WENDY. You'll pick up a quick $107 in instant WBLS cash, courtesy of yours truly, WBLS, and Pepsi. It's the cola. So call now to get your money. $107 in WBLS cash. You know, WBLS presents the Circle of Sisters Expo. Oh, yes. It's uniting women of color. October 1st and 2nd at the Jacob Javits Center. Now, tickets are on sale now. You can buy one and get one free if you're calling to get your tickets, at this particular time. Not now, like in this second, but I mean, at this particular time, tickets are buy one, get one free at Ticketmaster, Ticketmaster Online, Ticketmaster.com, or charge by phone 212-307-7171. Circle of Sisters is going to be fabulous, October 1st and 2nd. Now, I'm sure as we move closer to the date, we're going to be giving away tickets since this is our event and you're going to help us make it happen. So just keep your ears right here to your radio station for all the details of Circle of Sisters and so on and so forth. I am exhausted.
You seem like it.
But like in a good way, not tired, exhausted, just like, can I please stop talking? Can I just please, just shut it. So in the meantime, I'm just going to shut it. And we're going to finish with the commercials. We're going to play some music. And then I'll talk again. It's 107.5 WBLS.
Yo, what up? This is Kwame. And they're going to try to get me to do that how you doing thing. I don't do that. So I'm just going to do the straight guys version. Yo, what up?
For those of you that
Not
think
the
that
how you doing, y'all can keep the how you doing. I'm doing yo, what up? All right,
too
peace.
radical with our message.
Exclusively on Wendy Williams.
Wendy got the heat.
This is Jill Scott. What up, y'all?
How you doing?
I love that.
And I didn't want to know. I made a conscious effort not to ask because I didn't want to turn it into some old other thing in my mind. I didn't want to know. I'll explain in a minute. Dear Wendy, there's nothing interesting about Morris Chestnut. What a snore bore. Oh my gosh. Shout out to Christina at Yeshiva University. She says, Wendy, I'm going to a gathering at a friend's home this evening. What no one knows is that I have every intention of turning it into a Being Bobby Brown finale show party because I'm not about to miss it. And I want to be in the loop tomorrow for the radio show. So at 9:55, the music will turn off, the drinks will be refreshed, and my friends will be watching Being Bobby Brown. Oh, thank you, Christine. Dear Wendy, everyone's sending faxes saying how dare Eric Benet and he needs to stop. How many of these women would have Hallie's back if Eric stepped to them and wanted to get down? Very few. There is no way in hell he is completely to blame for the demise of the relationship. So she needs to step her head game up. Like you said, Wendy, she cannot keep a relationship together with her crazy ass. That's from Tiffany. Thanks, Tiff. Lewis says the show is on fire today. All right. Yes. And Lewis, I missed the D-list last night with Kathy Griffin, but I'll catch it over the weekend. Thank you, Lewis. And shout out to everybody at, especially Warren at Dwayne Reed. And also shout out to Shanti and Franklin also. Now, this person didn't sign their name, but she says, Wendy, I used to have dreams about Morris Chestnut, but they've stopped. And you forgot to ask him if his wife is white. Terrence Howard, Cuba Gooding, and Taye Diggs all are with white women. Bastards, I hate them all. P.S. Morris Chestnut is boring. That's what I didn't want to ask. didn't want to ask him if his wife was white or black. In my mind, I knew that somebody would know, namely Art. Perfect. So Art just said she's black. Thank God. We can breathe a collective sigh of relief. Shout out to all the white girls. No offense, but there are a lot of black women who would be sorely disappointed to find that Morris Chestnut is married to a white woman. And he asked me why I felt the way I did regarding Taye Diggs and Cuba Gooding Jr. In part because they're married to white women. And Terrence Howard, I didn't know that he's not married, but he dates white. I didn't know that, but I guess there's something in it that just says, damn, we're not good enough for them, white girls. See, white girls, that's the thing. You know.
Can't control who you fall in love with.
You can't control who you fall in love with. But damn. Oh, I'm glad. Because I didn't want to ask Chestnut. We were having such a good time with his dry self. But he's fine. He's fine, and he's so heterosexual. And I just didn't want to know. So I was nervous to ask. So I didn't want to know. But yes, okay, it's nice to find out he's married to a sister. Okay. Wendy, I'm so pissed off that you're saying that Eric Benet is a friend to the show. Don't get it twisted, Wendy. And you can put that where back there. Dear Wendy, who cares if Eric Benet is a cheat? If he puts out the banger, I will nod my head. I never cared about Halle Berry anyway. Dear Wendy, I'm glad that your anger towards Eric Benet is starting to wane. Yes, he was wrong for cheating as a married man, but he was openly married. I don't hear about anyone being angry at a woman I don't hear anyone being angry at women and how they know that a man is married and they sleep with him. Oh yeah, of course. Those are the harlots. Oh sure. Wendy, I cannot believe my ears. You are not going to disparage Halle Berry. How dare you? I didn't say anything to him that I haven't said to you all. Princess Susie. I love your stationery, by the way. Let's see. Girl, I'm so disappointed in you. To hell with that no-shoe wearing metrosexual wannabe. We should all stay on Halle's side, damn it. Girl power. Servant. Hello, please set the record straight. Are you a Sigma? Oh, for Morris Chestnut. Oh, damn. We didn't ask him if he's a frat man. Is he a frat man?
I have no idea.
Dear Wendy, how you doing? I usually only get to listen during the bonus hour because I'm at work. I don't know if you've heard that Oprah is ending her career as host of the show. I heard Gail was going to take over. Yes, I did hear it, and they're wondering who's going to be the throne. And no, it's not going to be Gail. Gail had her shot. You know, unfortunately, nobody cared. That's why Gail was on for a moment, and Gail got canceled. The heir to the throne is apparently Dr. Phil, who just, signed an 8-year deal worth zillions of dollars. And I talked about it. I don't remember the exact amount of money. I don't know. I mean, there is no heir to the throne. It damn sure isn't Tyra Banks. I know that's Oprah's girl. In more ways than one. Oh. And by the way, I did talk to Eric Benet about Halle's relationship with Oprah behind the scenes. Because I believe that relationship runs deep. With Oprah at the helm. Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh, Terrence Howard is married to a white devil. No. Bastard. Oh. That's what this fact says. Oh my God. Come on, don't be so damn angry. Exactly. At the end of the day, you can't help who you fall in love with. Oh my gosh. Oh, I faxed you yesterday, Wendy, about being a white, tall chick who can't get black men off me. Don't bitch at us white girls. Check your black man. Oh, she's talking to all you all who are upset. Oh, that's right. I did get your fax yesterday, and I read it. She said that, everywhere she goes, black men, holler at her and stuff like that. Well, damn. You all, can't we just all get along? Hey, 1 hour of gossip next. Keep it here.
It's Wendy, man.
Me and my wife have been married for 15 years. They threatened to leave.
What did you do?
Had a problem with drugs.
You got the drug voice.
Yeah.
Hey, man. Just asking, what's your drug of choice?
You name it.
Coke?
Yeah.
Weed?
Yeah.
Crack?
Yeah.
Heroin?
Yeah.
E-pills?
Yeah.
Whippets?
Alcohol.
Gorilla?
Yeah.
PCP?
Yeah.
The Wendy Williams Experience.
Well, you're still here. I'm so happy. And I see you're finally joining us. Where have you been all day? Well, nevertheless, I'm glad everybody's here. It's the Wendy Williams Experience, don't you know? And if you just turned us on, you missed Eric Benet earlier, and you missed Morris Chestnut, whose movie opens tomorrow, The Cave. Eric Benet, if you're in New York City, he's doing a show tonight at BB King's, and show's time is 8 o'clock. So right after work, go in there. D says Terrence Howard is not married to a white woman. She is Venezuelan or Puerto Rican, I think, and they live near Philly, and they frequent the King of Prussia Mall. And she ain't black, though.
She's from Philly.
Yeah. And Deb says Terrence Howard is married, and he's married to a black woman. They live near Bluebell, Pennsylvania. And this one says, yes, Wendy, Terrence Howard is married to a white Jewish woman. They separated briefly, and they got back together. The point is that whatever he's married to, she's not black. I think that's what we were asking, is he married to a black woman? Let's move on. Candace Bushnell, who was the creator of Sex and the City, or the author of the book, Sex and the City, she's got a new book called Lipstick Jungle. It's the story of 3 successful career women in New York. And she says she hasn't signed a deal yet, but there's a lot of interest. Nothing is finalized. But she says hopefully in the next few weeks, something will be finalized. Funny, as popular as that show is, how many of you all have actually read the Sex and the City book? I've never bothered to pick it up. Well, you know, the maid that was ripping off all those rich people in Manhattan, Robert De Niro and all them, she says she only did it to the mean ones, the mean bosses. She said if you were nice to her, then she did not steal. And the reason that Robert De Niro and his wife, Grace Hightower, went through it is because Grace was mean as I don't know what. She says, a very close friend of the De Niros talked in yesterday's paper. I didn't mention it to you. I forgot. When they separated briefly at one time, everyone was celebrating. She, meaning Grace, is just not a nice woman and treats people like she thinks are beneath her very badly. When she comes to Robert De Niro's eatery, Nobu, the staff there just freezes and starts sweating. And she was a stewardess when she met Bob. Well, those are usually the ones who treat people badly. You know what I mean? Because, well, I can't say they usually are, but I'm just surprised, being that she came from a stewardess background and that she's also a black woman. I'm surprised. Well, congratulations to the Seinfelds. Jerry and Jessica welcomed their 3rd child, Shepard Kaylin Seinfeld. They already have Julian, who's 2, and Sasha, who's 4. So good. This is an interesting story that I came across. By the way, the new People Poll question is, yesterday's People Poll question is, are you currently in an abusive relationship? 80% of women said a physically abusive relationship, and 80% of women said no. 20% of women said yes. And I have some telephone numbers to give out, and I will do that again in this break. So if you are part of this 20%, you need to get yourself some help, girl. And I've got some telephone numbers, some toll-free national numbers you can call from wherever you are right now and start getting yourself some help. But the new question is, Do you earn more money than your spouse? And Artie is right now on the WendyWilliamsExperience.com, where you can go and answer yes or no. And Art, just let me know how that's looking so far. In the meantime, I ran across this really interesting story. It's about this woman who was a trophy girlfriend of this millionaire boyfriend. The woman was tucked away in a luxury apartment near Wall Street. And her name is Emily. And he gave her a $53,000 diamond ring. His name is Vito. And she figured that she could, do with it what she pleased. Especially after the two of them broke up. Apparently, Vito and this woman, Emily, were Vito is twice this woman's age. She's 20. And they had to go to the judge once they broke up because he wanted his ring back. And the judge told her, give the ring back. Tomorrow's people poll question is, should you give back the ring? But it's not on the website yet. So, if you'd like to get in on that, then I would love to hear what you say. Because I feel like you're supposed to give the ring back. Not all the stuff that came along with the ring. There was a point where I said you should give the ring back, except, if although you're not married or engaged, you're not engaged anymore, if you've had children together, or if you've been together for a long period of time, years, 5 years, 10 years, then maybe you shouldn't give the ring back. But I've since changed my mind on that, because if you've been together for 5 or 10 years, then you've gotten a whole lot more than just that ring, and you should be able to keep all the rest of it. But the ring signifies intention of marriage, so you should give the ring back, regardless of how long you've been together, how many kids you might have together, or whatever. I think that you should give the ring back. You shouldn't let a dude feel like, you're that beat for it, even though you might be. You shouldn't feed his ego. You shouldn't even give it back. You should throw it back. Or do something more ceremoniously, like fight with him someplace where there's a body of water and throw it in the water. That way you let him know, hell no, I don't want your ring. But you're not going to have it back either. You know what I mean? I think you should give it back. But give it back in a perfect world, in a very ceremonious way, like, throwing it on the subway tracks or, something crazy like that. Anyway, the ring it was, like I said, it was $53,000, 3 carats, mounted in white gold. And it was a gift, she said, after she became pregnant with his love child. And here's what she told the judge. I loved Vito, and I always wanted to marry him, but I figured the ring was just another possession to show off his wealth to his friends. Wearing the ring relieved his discomfort over the pregnancy. I don't know what that meant. Anyway, so the judge ordered her to give it back. We'll talk about that tomorrow on the show. Snoop Dogg has a line of skateboards coming out. Yeah, the Border Crew loves Snoop, so this seems like it's a perfect mesh. And he's in the commercials now with Lee Icocazilla, or whatever he calls him in the commercial, the golf caddy and all like that. I told you about that he did that deal with Chrysler before we even started seeing the commercials. But anyway, if you'd like to check out the Snoop Dogg skateboards, and also, by the way, he's about to launch a complete line of high-end Snoop Dogg luggage and travel bags. Will there be an extra pocket for the ism? Just asking, double dizzle. The bags and stuff will be in stores January of 2006. And the Snoop Dogg line of skateboards comes with accessories and stuff. Go on this website to find out more information on that if you're interested, if you're part of the Border Crew, at SnoopDoggBoardCompany.com. Actually, you don't spell out company either. You just use CO. SnoopDoggBoardCO.com. Okay? Alrighty then. And Martha Stewart, she has until August 31st to wear the anklet, and then she takes it off, and she's an absolute free woman. House arrest will be over. And she's gearing up for her new show, The Softer Side of Martha. It's going to be a daytime television talk show. I thought that Apprentice show that she was doing was going to be a nighttime thing. Well, I hope it comes on before noon so I can be in the house to see it. If it doesn't, I'm not losing sleep, but I would like to see it if it comes on before noon. She also got a $30 million deal with Sirius Satellite Radio for a 24-hour-a-day channel. We talked about that before. And she's going to be doing an appearance on MTV's College Network in the fall. And by the way, with her daytime, with her Martha Stewart Apprentice show, her daughter Alexis is going to be a part of that show too, which I love. And Puffy has teamed up with Emilio Estefan for that Bad Boy Latino. Yeah. Yeah, that is hot. I've always loved his relationship with his wife, Gloria. You know, I've always loved them. They're my dinner party friends in my head. Let's invite our favorite couple over like that in my head. They're at the table, the two of them. Mm-hmm. Shout out to everybody in my home state, New Jersey, the how you doing state. Our former governor, Jim McGreevey, well, his ex-boy toy, the one who blew up his spot, Gallon, is about to write a tell-all book. And apparently, people on Fire Island, the only place to vacation, you know, here in New York, if you know, you're, how you doing? Anyway, they say recently McGreevey was over on Fire Island, and he was talking like, damn. He's thinking that this book that his ex-lover is about to write is going to contain graphic details about their sexual encounter. At this particular point, who cares? I mean, we care, but, I mean, we've pictured you in every position already. So now to hear the details, it's not a thing. Don't lose sleep over it, Jim. You know, don't lose sleep over it. In the meantime, he's house hunting in some pricey neighborhoods on Fire Island. Not only is he out, he broke the hinges off the door, honey. He was up in Fire Island going to the gay clubs and everything. They say he's not a very good dancer. Here's the quote. He kept stepping on everyone's feet. Oh. The point is that he was working it out. Yeah. Give me some music. Let's set that scene. Right. You be the governor, and I'll be a queen. Ooh, how you doing? Hey, Governor.
How you doing?
All right. What you doing up here on Fire Island, honey? I mean, we all know you came out of the closet, but wow.
I need voters, honey.
Ow.
Did you vote for me?
I did, honey, because I always knew you was down.
Oh.
Truth be told, the sloppy way you fell out of the closet with your ex-lover and stuff. I mean, I was sad for you because I know it broke up your marriage and whatnot. But at the same time, Jimmy, you know I was happy for you because I knew that you'd go on and lobby for the Rainbow Coalition.
No, I guess I stuffed too many ballots.
You can stuff my ballot anytime, Jimmy.
Oh.
I like your bottom lip. Mm-hmm. Do you care for a dance?
I shall.
All right. Come on, let's make our way through the crowd. All right. Work it out, Jimmy. Oh, yeah.
Oh, back it up.
Ow, Jimmy, you stepping on my toes.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh. You could do it again.
Oh, size 13.
All right. Yeah, Jimmy. Jimmy, you got no rhythm. All right. Jimmy, I'm hot.
Uh-oh.
Do you want to leave?
Let's get out of here.
All right.
Are you a bottom?
I'll do anything you want.
Ow.
I'll be your bottom.
Uh-oh.
Would you be my bottom?
Occasionally. I have a wife.
I thought you divorced her. Art.
Okay.
And cut. Oh, boy. Yeah, I mean, you know, my dude, Ron Gilliard, he signed off on Jadakiss being on my CD, Wendy Brings the Heat Volume 1. And for that, I will forever be grateful. He signed off on Jada being on my CD. You know, Jada got down with, you know, his damn! Oh. We got to take a break. I'm going to pick up on that story where we left off. Keep it here.
Wendy, man.
I'm constantly sleeping with my baby's daddy. He is engaged to get married to someone else. Should I give it all up and say, well, I tried to have a relationship here?
You can't have a relationship. He's engaged to somebody else. He's about to get married. Really, I just can't take it.
The Wendy Williams Experience.
All right, everybody. It's 107.5 WVLS, today's R&B Classic Soul and the Wendy Williams Experience. A special shout out to all of our listeners in Brownsville. Don't forget, on Sunday, the place to be is Nehemiah Park, beginning at 11 a.m. and going until 6 p.m. We are celebrating the life and remembering the fallen soldiers of, all of Brooklyn, but particularly Brownsville. Yes, it is our barbecue for the fallen soldiers at Nehemiah Park, right across from Riverdale Projects. Shout out to MOR Entertainment, who's from Brownsville, as well as Question Mark Entertainment from Brownsville. The guys are putting this on for the community. We did it last year. It was a blast. All the families were out there, and we just had a lot of fun. Bring your kids. Get ready for the face painting. And, there's activities, jungle gym, and all that other kind of stuff. The kids just have a great time, and the music, of course, food and drink, and just a great time. So I'll see you with my family, and I hope you'll be there with your family, and I'll see you on Sunday, Brownsville, at Nehemiah Park, right across from Riverdale Projects. It's the barbecue for the fallen soldiers, and the WBLS Jam Van will actually be there too at 4 p.m. Art, will you be driving the Jam Van that day?
I'm thinking about it, but I know Kevin will definitely be there.
Kevin Van Man?
Yeah. Kevin Hayes.
Excuse me, Kevin Hayes. Damn. We've worked together for so long. Yeah. I've known him since back when we used to work together at the Lip Station. He's like 19 when we first started working together, a kid.
He still looks it.
He still does look 19. Except he has a family of his own now, so I guess calling him Kevin Van Man is not the move.
No.
So yes, Kevin Hayes, Mr. Hayes, will be there at 4 p.m. with the WBLS Jam Fan, the Wendy special. And so, all right, so that's Sunday, Nehemiah Park in Brownsville. Remember, the activities, the fun begins at 11 p.m. and goes until 11 a.m. rather, and goes until 6 p.m. Now, Roosevelt, Long Island, 3:30 p.m. on Sunday. There's something going on for you. You can join WBLS at Perfecting Faith Church, 332 Nassau Road. Perfecting Faith Church is having their Church Without Walls event. So WBLS is going to be there in support beginning at 3:30 on Sunday. And that's in Roosevelt, Long Island. Always something going on. I'll tell you what. You want to know what's going on in the community? It's right here at your radio station. And thank you so much for making us your choice. It's Thursday. The Shadow Nightclub is free. A little short on money. Or maybe you just don't take kindly to paying until you really love your experience. Well, what you need to do, what did that say? Excellent. Okay. What you need to do is check out The Shadow. It's free this and every Thursday night. So tonight is free. Next Thursday's free. I've been here at WBLF for damn near 4 years. It's been free ever since I got here. So, free at The Shadow Nightclub every Thursday night. Caller number 10 on the telephones right now is going to win money because it's Pepsi Thursday. We love Pepsi here. Pepsi. Mm-hmm. It's the cola. And WBLS, we're your station. And we've got $107 for you to win. So pick up the phone now and dial and get your money. It's 866-GET-WENDY. That's the number. 866-GET-WENDY, 866-GET-WENDY. Dial carefully and good luck. And it's all from Pepsi and the music with today's R&B and classic soul, 107.5 WBLS.
Hey, what's up? This is China Doll Hour, and you're listening to Wendy Williams Experience on 107.5 WBLS. Hey!
This is Larry Blackman from Canada. How you doing? Ow.
It's the Wendy Williams Experience, everybody. Tropical storm Katrina is threatening to do some serious work on Miami over the weekend, but the MTV Video Music Awards will go on anyway, and they just put a whole bunch of tents up, I guess.
Schools are closed down, though.
The schools, wow, it's serious like that.
Yeah.
They'll manage. Because fortunately, there's warning enough. Even if they have to put forget the tents. Even if they have to put it in glass structure, you know what I mean. And people will look beautiful, and we'll be able to see the awards on TV. It'll look beautiful. So Ron Gilliard, a very high-ranking official at Interscope Records, Jimmy Iovine, who's the president of the label. Isn't that his title, president?
CEO, chairman.
Yeah, Jimmy Iovine. Yeah. And so Gilliard was his right-hand person.
One of them, yeah.
And Gilliard was gracious enough to sign off on Jadakiss participating in that Jaheim song for my CD, Wendy Williams Brings the Heat, Volume 1, for which, if you're not familiar, it's not me singing or rapping. It's a whole bunch of great artists on it, just doing their thing. 80% of it is original music just for the CD, including Nas and A. Marie and Jadakiss and Styles P and Deemy and my man Young Jeezy, and all kind of stuff like that. Jim Jones and Dipset crew and all like that. Anyway, so Gilliard signed off on Jada being on it. Didn't even hear what Jada put down. Just it's for Wendy. Signed off. So for that, I say thank you, 1,000 times over and whatnot. But recently, Ron Gilliard lost his job at Interscope, and hear tell. The source of the job being lost came down to Gilliard dating, falling in love, and now he's engaged to Chris Lighty's baby's mother.
Wow.
Now, Chris Lighty's got an ex-wife in New Jersey, or when he was living in New Jersey. I don't know where she lives now, but anyway, the baby's mother apparently has two of Chris's. She had twins, and she lives out in L.A. Chris Lighty is G-Unit 50 Cent's manager. And what else does he do? Over there, Violator. He is Violator Records. He and Mona Scott. Hey, Mona. How you doing? Hey, Missy. Hey, Eva. Hey, everybody. Hey. Okay. So the baby's mother lives out in L.A., and she's an executive at Nickelodeon, I believe it is. And like I said, she has twins with Chris Lighty. So apparently, Ron Gilliard went to Chris Lighty, the way the story's been told to me, and says, "Look, man, do you mind if I date your baby's mother?" And Chris, you're a better man than I, because as far as I'm concerned, I'd be like, oh hell no, and a punch in the face. But for even looking, you know what I mean? Oh, I just think that's so off limits. But Chris said, yeah, sure. And from what I understand, it was like, sure, but just don't keep it on the down low. Don't do anything crazy like be on the up high, going to the MTV Video Music Awards, falling in love. Egads. Wearing your boxers at the house. I come over, you're out there playing ball with my kids, and, it's just a disrespectful situation. No. But Ron Gilliard ended up, I guess, falling in love with chick. Asking her, he turned soft and pink. Fell in love. Asked for her hand in marriage.
Oh.
And next thing you know, Gilliard's calls, from what I was told, aren't being returned.
Wow.
By Iovine, like by nobody. So finally, Gilliard's like, I think the way the story was told to me, somehow talked to 50. I was like, why isn't anybody? 50's like, hey man, I'm staying out of it.
Oh.
So come to find out, Chris Lighty, when Chris let Jimmy Iovine, know what's going on, the CEO, president, whatever, Gilliard lost his job.
Oh.
So, Ron, I'm sorry to hear about that.
Still a good dude, though.
You're a good dude, and I'm sure you'll land on your feet. Congratulations to your new situation. Chris, man, though, you opened the gate to that. You should have said hell no for the dating. I mean, oof. He's a bigger man than I. How you doing, by the way, Chris? All right. But Gilliard, wow, man. That's okay. You keep your head up. You land someplace, and I'm sure you'll be in a good position. You'll be able to take care of Chris Lighty's kids just fine. And his woman. And was that his jump off? How old are the kids? See, I don't know. Did he cheat on his wife and have the kids with the Disney broad? Or the Nickelodeon broad? Anyway. Would you have let Ron Gilliard date your? Would you have given him the okay?
Yeah.
To date your?
Yeah, but obviously there was still love in there, or feelings involved in that situation.
What, with Chris and the woman?
Probably.
No, that's not. Oh, please. That's man's pride. What are you talking? Oh, I'm talking to a half man any damn way. That's pride, dog. You know what I'm saying? I don't love a hoe. Yeah, she had my twins, but no, you can't date her. And no, I don't love her. And no, we're still not having sex, but I'll be damned. Of all the bitches in all the land, you and your big paycheck and your big position at Interscope, and you got to poach on my... No. Love, please, don't get it twisted. You know what? Give me a real man. Johan. You know what I'm saying, Johan?
Why don't I have to be a man, Miss Wendy?
Come on, embrace your... Get me a real man. Never mind, Johan.
How you doing? Did somebody call for me?
You ain't no better.
Well, honey, I think I can handle this better than you. Now, quite frankly, there would be no co-signing on one of my friends dating anybody that has to do with having kids with me. It's just the way it is. It's the way it is. No, I don't love her. No, I'm not having sex with her. Yes, I send her child support for my twins. But you will not be a part of that picture. Because if I say you can date her or slay her, next thing you know, you might be falling in love. And you see what happened. Shout out to Gilliard. I don't know you, dog, but Wendy says you're good people. So then you're good people. And shout out to you, Chris Lighty, honey. We all know. How you doing? Yo, dog, you shouldn't have opened the gate and said yes. Gotta go.
You act like you signed off on man's pride.
What?
Look what pride will get you.
Look what pride will get you?
Yeah. Come on, that's a man's pride. Like you up for the man's pride. You pound your chest to it.
I understand a man's pride, Art.
It's not every man, though.
I understand it's not every man, but you see it was Lighty. You see what it got, Gilliard?
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? If you're not sure of a man's pride, then it's best just not even be bothered with it. That long paycheck, that cushy office, right hand to Interscope, the sign-off man. You know what I'm saying? Large paychecks and stuff. All the broads out here and all the world is your oyster. All the world. And you got to go with that. Damn. Anyway, you all, I got to go. Damn, I forgot to talk to you about Beanie Siegel turning on Jay-Z like a wild dog.
Yeah, rightfully so.
Yeah, well, we need to have talk about that tomorrow. Yeah. Thank you, Morris Chestnut. Love you, baby. The Cave opens tomorrow in theaters. Thank you, Eric Benet, friend to the show. He's performing tonight in New York City at BB King's. 8 p.m. is showtime. Ooh. And thank you. I love you all for listening today. God willing, we'll get together again tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.
These party people. See you later. Cause I'm saying bye-bye.
Good night. Program complete.
Normally at this time, I ask you all to call up, but I've been holding it for so long. I just have to just go to the ladies' room for just a moment. Talk amongst yourselves, and the bonus hour will begin next.
Since you've been listening this far, we're going to throw in a little bonus hour. You ready?
How long is this bonus hour going to last? I'm getting addicted.
No, let me tell you. I love this extra hour.
Everything is organic here on the bonus hour.
Yeah, baby. Hey, yo, check this out. It's Wendy, man. Here it is. It's the bonus hour on the Wendy Williams Experience.
107.5 WBLS, New York.
Online listening is so important to people who do it. And when they can't do it, they just get so disgusted. This fax right here, look how bold the ink is. It says, we can't hear you online, Wendy. None of the links are working. Damn, damn, damn. I love when people say damn on the faxes. D-A-Y-U-M. Damn, damn, damn. Oh, Poor things. So, the new web poll question is up. Yesterday's results are in. Are you currently in a physically abusive relationship? Ladies, 80% of us said no. 20% of us said yes. I told you I was going to give you telephone numbers, and here they are. If you were part of the 20%, you need to get some help for yourself because you are better than that. But I guess you have to start believing it before you make the phone call. You know, you're going to be all right, but you got to get out of that situation. He's beating you up. The National Domestic Violence Hotline is 1-800-799-SAFE. And then there's something called Safe Horizons. They're a great organization. They can help you out. You need some domestic violence intervention. Call 1-800-621-HOPE. Here's another organization. They're called Stand Against Domestic Violence. 1-888-215-5555. And lastly, there's an organization called Faith Trust Institute. Call them. You're better than that. 877-860-2255. 20% of women who polled and said yes, that they are being physically abused is 20% too many. And WBLS, you know, we are standing behind and doing work with the push to end domestic violence, and the color of the band is purple. And in case you are one for, you know, taking a stand by wearing those, you know, those bands and whatnot. My son was looking on my vanity and saw that I had, you know, one of those purple bands. I got like a white one and, you know, the Lance Armstrong yellow, you know, I got all the different color bands, you know, different organizations and whatnot. So, you know, he picks up the purple band because it says WBLS on it. It says WBLS takes a stand against domestic violence. He says, I want to wear this one to school. This is just this morning. And so, you know, I said, no, not that one. I said, don't wear that. Anyway, I managed to talk him out of it because my whole thing was, when a kid is wearing that bracelet, does that mean that mommy's getting her behind kicked at home? You know what I mean? I mean, you know what I'm saying? I just, you know, this is weird. So I took it away from him. But if this is you, it is no joke. So I hope you get some help for yourself. Now, the new poll question is up. Do you earn more money than your spouse, ladies, or your boyfriend? Ladies, that's your question. I want you to answer. And Trev Hollywood is on the buttons. Hey, now.
Could be going back.
Where you been, nigga? We haven't seen you in a month of Sundays. Anyway, 60% so far of ladies say they out-earn their men. We'll have the final tally tomorrow for the show, but there you go. You can go to the website, thewendywilliamsexperience.com, and get your vote on. In the meantime, this just in. The teen actress who recently starred in the comedy Sleepover was reunited with her family just about an hour ago, 2 weeks after she went missing. Scout Taylor Compton. When you woke up this morning, you probably still heard this story, you know, in the news, everyone. She had last been seen on August 12th at her family's home in San Bernardino County. The Apple Valley Police Department learned of the girl's whereabouts from school officials on Thursday and returned her to her family Thursday, meaning today. She seems to be unharmed, no evidence of any criminal activity during the time that she was missing. The department previously said that the girl was believed to be a runaway. Additional details are not immediately available. In addition to her 2004 movie Sleepover, Taylor Compton played a bit part in 13 Going on 30 with Jennifer Garner and recently landed a role on the Bravo series Hidden Howie. She's also appeared on The Gilmore Girls and worked in a multitude of independent films and music videos. Blah, 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 so on and so forth. This gives all the information except for how old she is. They just say she's a teen actress. But how old is that, 19? Because there's a big difference between, you know, not being seen by your family and you're 19. I'm grown. I mean, yeah, I live at home, but hell, I'm an actress. I got my Mustang sitting on the driveway. I'll call out, but I guess this girl is, like a teenager. Come on, don't you on Girl Fridays watch any TV? You are a very uninformed group of people. What interests you all?
Sleepovers, I never heard of it.
Gilmore Girls?
Yeah, but I don't think she.
Do you know her from Gilmore Girls?
No.
At all?
No.
Stephanie, you were here yesterday. Yeah, day before yesterday. Oh. Like I like the new flow of the Girl Fridays, but what I am finding about you all is that you all aren't, much into pop culture whatsoever. And I have to be honest with you, that was one of the things that I fell in love with the former Queen of All Interns, Taryn. Taryn was into everything, black and white. And from the big screen to the little screen, from People Magazine to Ebony Magazine, she was my go-to chick. And then Zoe just came right in line with that. Come on, you girls. Come on. Are you watching Being Bobby Brown tonight?
Yes.
Okay, you are. Okay, good. What are you going to watch up until Being Bobby Brown? Anything good on TV? What comes on at 8 o'clock on Thursday nights? Girls!
Joey comes on.
Watch Joey. You know why you want to watch Joey? Why? Okay. You're gonna be my Joey girl. And the reason why... Do you come in tomorrow?
No.
It's okay. Next week I'm going to ask you about it. The reason why is because Joanna Man is going to now be starring in Joey. Okay. Now, I don't know whether that's... There's my go-to girl. Nicole. Do you know who this girl is? Scout Taylor Compton? She had a little part on the Gilmore Girls. She was in the comedy Sleepover.
Was she the daughter on Gilmore?
No.
Oh. Well, I watched Gilmore Girls. Who was she on Gilmore Girls?
Well, she's not Rory.
Oh, okay.
See, even I know that much. Oh, well.
Scout.
The point is, you're watching Being Bobby Brown tonight.
Of course. Oh my God, I got priorities in life.
Of course.
No, I do those too. I do the whiteys, but
she said I do the whiteys. Oh, the white people are saying I do the blackies. That Being Bobby Brown doesn't have a color line, boy. They're fools in all of our families. If I take you. Somebody take it.
Oh, back in the room.
That's right. Girls, why don't you know that?
I missed a couple of.
That's not my jam. My jam is...
Oh, wait, hold up. No.
That what the pop say. That's not my jam. My jam is Tenderoni.
Tenderoni. That's my line. It's Tenderoni.
Down.
Fire.
There you go. That's why just 6 months ago, Nicole was an intern on the show. Today, she is my assistant.
Wendy.
Well, I'm just saying, you know how crazy I am. You know I need help with little things.
Yes.
From a dentist appointment and a colonic to who is the co-star in a movie to if I take you
back in the room.
There, see?
You down.
See? That's all.
Yeah. That's Bobby.
No, that's pop culture.
Yeah.
Girls, you just got to stay up on your pop culture. You know what I'm saying? Now, what's on TV tonight? Joey, and then Being Bobby Brown. Mm-hmm. Sure. I don't watch Joey, you know what I mean? I figure we got like 20 interns. Somebody fan out, girls, fan out.
Joey.
I know, Joey's just too painful. But Joanna Man's about to be on there. What's his name?
That, isn't he gay?
How you doing?
The guy with the jerry curl?
Yeah.
The jerry curl?
Yeah, what's his name in real life?
I don't know. I don't know. What? I know him as Joanna. Everyone should know him as Joanna.
Yeah. And he was also on Amen. Wasn't he on Amen? No, he was on the show with Robin Givens.
Robin Givens,
Terrence Howard, and...
Robin Givens and Terrence Dash Howard? They had a show? They didn't have a show.
Yes, they did.
What show? They didn't have a show. We're getting confused. Robin Givens and Terrence Dash Howard.
All right, can somebody just put fax paper in the fax machine? Because I know Pam in Harlem knows what's going on. Shout out to Cookie in Brooklyn.
Terrence Dash Howard.
Can you help me?
Show?
In the meantime, let's move on. Everybody remembers the swan dress that what singer wore? There you go, Bianca. My girl. That's a different Bianca. That's not Bianca, Queen of All Interns. That's the Bianca number 2. Who's now Bianca number 1 because Bianca number 2 left for law school. There you go. See, that's what I'm talking about. And she even pronounced the J in the name, Bjork. The swan dress is being auctioned off, everybody, along with another 150 celebrity items in a celebrity auction going on eBay. Boy, I would love to get that dress and wear it as a joke on the red carpet. Wouldn't that be great? Wouldn't that be great?
Yeah, that'd be funny.
That dress is legendary.
She's a nutcase. You don't know? Really? You don't?
I don't know nothing.
No, he doesn't know anything. I mean, man. P.U. Wendy, this is Super J. He says, Wendy, I'm all about girl power, but girl power-ish. What about boy power? I'm riding with the wife in this case. Wait, girl power-ish, boy power too, but I'm riding with the wife in this case, tossing my 2 cents in the Hallie Bowl. I vote Hallie yes. Eric Benet, hell to the no. Even though I might still pick up his CD, that don't change nothing. But I'm still looking at him with the crazy eye, i.e., we've had several windmill fights in my head. A windmill fight? I don't even think girls fight with the windmill. You know what I'm saying? We fight for real. Buster Douglas style. A windmill fight. You queen. I love you, Super J. He says, even though I'm looking at him with the crazy eye, i.e., we've had several windmill fights in my head. How dare he? The mother father got a whole lot of nerve coming up trying to make us like him. And he succeeded. Exactly! Yeah. If you were just turning on the show, you missed Eric Benet, who, by the way, is friend to the show. Yeah. That's it. Yeah. He was honest and forthright. He removed his shoes. He took off his sunglasses. His body language wasn't crazy. He answered every question. And no, she never formally adopted India, Halle Berry. And no, he didn't get spousal support or child support. No, he's not in love. And he's gone on with his life. And if he ever did see Michael Ealy at the club or wherever, he'd be like, what's up? Like, everybody's just moved on.
They both have a similar
look. Yeah, she likes the earthy.
Yeah. The buff, like, dready, afro-y.
For the guys that she brings, remember, she was with Wesley Snipes at one point, too, so we really can't make a type for her. Just
as of lately.
As of lately, we can make a type.
Yeah, because, Eric Benet and Michael Ealy, when he came in here,
well, Denzel Washington doesn't look like either one of them. Oprah doesn't look like either one of them.
You're a mess.
Wendy, you can't see me, but I'm rolling my damn eyes at the radio. He's windmilling and rolling his eyes. Oh, you are a super queen. Jay. Thank you, Jay. Morris Chestnut was here, too. Oh, he's a good-looking man. And you know what? And he seems like a good man, too. Why are you screwing up your face? He's been married for 10 years. Why don't you like him?
I'm just not a Morris girl. I don't find him to be attractive. I think he's too, I'm that man thing. Like, he goes too hard to be masculine looking. Like, I don't know. It just seems fake to me. He just seems very, very glossy, very fake. Wow. Like, he's not a man's man. I don't like that.
He's not my type.
At all.
He's not my type in terms of personality. I just need I need a little more. I need a more commanding performance.
Yeah, he's very dry.
But he definitely is good looking. But I'd be over that. Like, personality is such a key thing to me. Like, I'm a personality person, but I guess, that's because I talk for a living and I have to sell you all every day on my personality because, it's not a visual performance or anything like that. I can't turn in paperwork where you can give me an A. It's like, personality thing. So I'm big on personality. And personality to me can usurp looks. Right. I can be with a grizzly looking, I can be with a Manny Fresh type looking dude, and that dude is ugly as sin.
Seal.
Who?
Seal. No, I think
No,
Seal's attractive.
no, he's
up
not.
there,
No, you're wrong
you are
about that.
tripping.
Yes, you are. What? I'll take the
he is
scars
wrong
and all.
about
What? Exactly.
That make me throw up.
Oh,
Yeah,
no. I love him.
What a hen house this is. This show.
Isn't Mars kind of LL-ish? Like, so pretty.
Yeah, well, you know, LL too. It's like LL in my mind, fine, but LL for real, no.
No. Mars is very like, so sexy. I'm like, oh, God. Like, you make me sick.
Yeah. He's too aware of his look.
Yes.
I don't. Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is.
I know you're so happy to meet me.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, no.
But he's been hearing that all of his life.
Yeah.
And just think about it. He's like one of the last heterosexual men in Hollywood, Morris Chestnut.
Yeah.
I've never heard him on a list. And I detected nothing when he was in here. By the way, I detected nothing from Benet either, but I'm putting them in two different categories.
Y'all hating on that dude.
What dude?
Morris.
We're not hating on him. What?
Y'all mad because he look better than all y'all.
Oh, God. Please. That's it. That's what he thinks, though. I believe that. I believe that's what's in his mind. But no, please.
I liked him, though. I liked him. I want him to come back. Tomorrow's show is going to be on fire. Don't tease about our guests. Our guests are still on board for tomorrow, right? Elisa, I know she left for the night, right?
No, she's here.
Is she here?
Yeah, she's here. And everything is still on board.
Okay,
Yes.
tomorrow's show is going to be fire. There's something about to go down. Just get lots of bombs ready, and Art, make sure that you call the affiliates and let them know that at any given point we'll be extending breaks. Okay. Don't crush my Princess Marcella Borghese, please.
For you, so be neater.
Oh, thank you, Miss Honey. He's organizing my Princess Marcella Borghese.
I got someone away from me, too.
All right, honey.
Shut up.
Did you get the face mask?
That's all I'm getting.
Well, I mean, you have a gray patch. You could probably use some age-defying rejuvenation.
I like the gray patch.
No, but I'm saying the gray patch is indicative of the next thing to fall is, your pores open up a little bit. And
I embrace old age very gracefully. I'm not afraid of it.
Nobody's saying you have to be afraid of it.
You know.
Thank you.
God's going to do what God want me to do. You know? Hattie, there you go.
That is great.
He is. Come on in.
That is crazy.
Well, Lucy, on October 4th, apparently, everybody, Shaka Khan, Vanessa Williams, Brian McKnight, honey, and Tony Braxton will deliver Yuletide carols for an album called 40 Years A Charlie Brown Christmas. Isn't that fabulous?
That is nice.
The first Charlie Brown Christmas album was like years ago, but that's been the only one. It's been 40 years since the original cartoon, the original Christmas cartoon. And so they're going to be doing Christmas is Coming and then and Little Drummer Boy and all that other kind of stuff. Wow, that's big. That's nice. I've never seen that show Weeds on Showtime. Reggae Red asked me if I've seen it. My girlfriend Lisa loves it. She says it's hilarious.
It is. It's funny.
Please tell Art to have a heart. He should put himself in the place of the listeners calling in for advice before he makes stupid sound effects and have more consideration and sensitivity for their feelings. I felt bad for the woman who called yesterday whose husband had gotten his black jump off pregnant, and she wanted to know what she should do. Oh, yeah, and Art was sitting with the sound effects. Did you guys hear him? Thank you, Reggae Red, for reminding me about this. Performance-enhancing drugs in Lance Armstrong's specimen from 1999. Apparently, the technology wasn't that zhuzhed up as it is right now, and they found that he used it. But does it matter to you, one way or the other?
No. I mean, I like Lance, but
I want my athletes to perform. Steroids, none of that stuff really matters. I mean, it's, I guess, a more victorious win when you beat somebody or hit a bat harder or run faster if you beat a steroided person, But, So Terrence Howard is a Jehovah's Witness? I didn't know that. He is? Who knew? Shut up. The way she moves her lips. Just shut up. Her face is perfectly still except for her.
That was too much that day.
Shut up. I can't wait till tonight. My go-to snack is going to be an Uncrustable by Smuckers. Oh, those are good. I buy them for my son, but...
No cheese?
No cheese tonight. It binds me.
Colonic.
Yeah. Colonic. Those are the best. Wendy, this is to address the tall white chick. Sweetheart, don't feel it. The only reason black men are after your doofy ass is because y'all are loose. Wendy, tell her to stay in your lane, in her lane. Come on, you all. So make this a thing. If you're just turning on the radio, I didn't want to ask Morris Chestnut if his wife was black or white because I already thought so much of him that I just didn't want to know. Because if he said white, then it'd be like, damn, he's like the rest. It's just a thing. And so I didn't want to ask him. A lot of the girls, faxed me and Wendy, you forgot to ask me. I didn't forget. I purposely didn't because I didn't want to, and I figured for some reason Art would know so we could talk about it afterwards. She's black.
Yeah, she's black, but she's pretty.
And so then the white girl faxed in, and she faxed actually yesterday saying that she's tall and she's thick, and only black men just seem to holler at her all the time. And she said she was just like asking me. It was just like I think an open-ended fax, kind of like, so what's up with that or whatever. And so I addressed her fax today, and then some of the black girls very upset, and like that. I mean, it's all on the men. What they say is that when a black man starts to make over $60,000, then he starts to, date white and want to, settle down white. There's something to be said for that. But, people are people. No. You can't help who you fall in love with?
No.
We are the world? Damn. Well, you're gonna have a lot of attitude to try to cover up when your son or daughter comes home with something other than what you're used to. Because these kids these days, everybody's dating all across the lines. Is my mother-in-law in the office?
Not when I came in.
She knows I pull out at 7:00. I'll leave her. I will leave her. I will leave her. I will leave her. Mrs. Hunter, if you're listening wherever you are, Mrs. Hunter, we've got 26 minutes or I'm leaving. She's been in Brooklyn all day. I said I leave at 7:00, and that's it. I will leave her. Oh boy. Victoria's Posh Spice was offered a job as an actress in something called I Could Never Be Your Woman, starring Michelle Pfeiffer. And Posh turned it down. Her people say she was extremely flattered that the producers said that that they desperately wanted to sign her up, but that she doesn't want to do that. In the meantime, she's got those jeans through Rockin' Republic that are leaping off the shelves. Plus, she's got some jeans with Rocawear.
Yeah.
Remember, I was telling you I saw them in Bloomingdale's for $275. I was like, I'll be damned. And why is Rocawear putting their kind of endorsement dollars into other? I mean, you understand what I'm saying? Like, it takes us so long to get something in this country, and then we get it, and what do? I mean, it's fine to have her as a face of it, even though there's still. I guess there's some things that I just don't even like to say. Like there was a TV camera in here, then I could just go like this, and Janice Dickinson, I love her. She's a mess, and I love it. She's got a autobiographical one-woman show. Can you imagine what that is going to look like? She's got to bring that to New York. I gotta see that, and she's got to come on this show, and she's going to talk about it, and we have to give away tickets. We got to get behind this. just because she's such a mess. She's a mess. Did you see her in bed with Ted Casablanca over the weekend on E! News? Does anybody watch E! News?
I watch E! News, but I didn't see her in bed.
They were in bed together.
I like Ted.
I like him too. He's so perfectly queenie.
Yeah,
he used to date Greg Louganis.
Get out of here. How long ago?
The Olympic diver. No. I'm sorry.
Oh.
The swimmer with that had HIV.
Yeah, wasn't that?
Yeah, it was him. Yep. They used to date. I mean, I think they've been broken up now for about 3 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
But I like Ted.
Yeah, me too. He's a friend in my head.
Mm-hmm.
He, Michael Musto, Patrick Stinson. Even though Patrick is not, gay man, I just named him with them. But I like Patrick.
Yeah.
There's something about him I like.
He could be something.
I don't think that he's gay, Patrick Stinson. Mm-mm. I wonder what he dates. Like if he's like what his,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well. He's probably not very folky. Do you know what I mean?
I have no clue what you're talking about.
It's an insider conversation, I guess. People who listen to the show on a regular basis say the U.S. Open is in town. Really? I've gotten into the tennis a bit. I got a little tennis partner. Her name's Amy. Mostly we sit around and drink Diet Coke and we talk about our kids. We get it. We hit the ball a couple of times. The skirts are cute. We play inside. She's one of my neighbors. And our boys play together. And she doesn't work. And it just so happens that I have hours where, I can catch a game at like 10 o'clock in the morning. And I meet her over there at the court, at the club, and we get to talking. Mostly I think she's lonely. Yeah, she doesn't work. So she's able to sit and talk, and then she listens to the show. So, we catch up. And before you know it, our hour and a half was 15 minutes of tennis and an hour and 15 minutes of just, talking about Bobby and Whitney. She knows more about the neighbors than I do. I don't care to know that much. You know what I mean? Well, this one is doing this one's doing that. Oh, I want to say get a job. This one's lawn looks burnt up, and this one needs to change their service, and this one, oh my gosh, Amy. I love our times together, Amy. I'm sorry.
Why don't you come bowling with me tonight?
I'm not going bowling. I'm gonna, if I took you.
They have it on the bowling alley in the bar.
I don't want interruption. I'm going to have my Uncrustable. I'm going to drink a Fruit 2-0, and I'm going to have my girlfriend Lisa Carnegie on the telephone.
Oh, how's Lisa doing?
She's doing wonderfully.
And
we both know when to shut up, and then we talk during commercials. Yeah.
So you be on the phone at the same time it's on?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
That's go-to. Don't you have a go-to friend for certain shows?
Yeah.
Sometimes I go to my niece for the OC. I don't really watch that much. Well, I was at a party, and Nicole had to tell me I was standing next to Adrian Brody.
He's Halle Berry.
Yeah. I just, while I watch the OC with my niece, I more watch it just to find out, just to connect. I'm not really watching the show. So we were at some party on some rooftop someplace in Manhattan a few weeks ago. And so, taking, pictures for, as a matter of fact, here's the picture right here.
Oh, wait, you have a picture?
Oh, I used to. No, I thought I did. Oh, well. Anyway, and so Nicole said, that's Adrian Brody.
Yeah.
I said, oh. And we took a picture together. How old were you when you lost your virginity? Okay. Jessica Simpson says she was 22. She says, something about our wedding night was so magical. He pulled me out of my dress, and the dress was just standing there on its own because it was a Vera Wang masterpiece. She remembers more about the dress than she does about the sex. Yeah, the divorce is imminent. I mean, they're just giving us a chance to believe that everything is happy. Fergie from the Black Eyed Peas lost hers when she was 18. Here's what Fergie says. I've always been a very sexual person. I've always had to hold myself back. I lost my virginity when I was 18, and that took a lot of willpower. Kerry Russell from Felicity, you slut. Oh, see, this is why Katie Holmes has got to worry. All right, first, let me just tell you. Katie Holmes is in the next Mission Impossible with Tom Cruise. Katie Holmes was one of the girls taken to Tom for a beard. Kerry Russell was one of the girls also. Kerry turned it down, but Tom ended up booking her for Mission Impossible, I guess, for a future, scenario. And he ended up keeping Katie Holmes for his girl, now his fiance. In the meantime, Katie is worried sick. We're about to go into the break. Can I just finish this story? Katie is worried sick that on the set of Mission Impossible 3 that something's going to jump off between Tom and Kerry. And I saw a picture of Tom and Kerry, and they were hugging each other with her legs lifted off as if he were standing and they were doing the nasty. But they had clothes on. But you know how you hug somebody, you're the one that I want, and I'm telling you, you know how they used to dance in the 50s.
Wow.
Or how your man holds you when you know.
Your heart step.
You know what I mean? Yeah. That's how they were hugging. And they were laughing, and their heads are tossed back. And the caption was, Katie's worried Tom's going to cheat with Kerry. Well, now listen to how this little tramp lost her virginity. First of all, Kerry Russell was 15 when she lost her virginity. Not that that's trampy, but you judge that as...
No, I'm thinking of Andressia, and I would kill her.
Well, look, I'm trying not to judge, okay? That is early in my mind, and if I had a daughter, I would break her neck. My son, I would still break his neck. I don't want to know nair. I'm trying not to judge. Okay, that's very trampy and early. That's kind of early. Mm-hmm. And here's what she says about when she was 15, Katie. I think, are you listening? I think, hi, maybe? You understand what I'm saying? I think it was in my friend's apartment. You had a friend with an apartment at 15? Yeah.
Innocent on Felicity.
Exactly. Look, now Elisa from the booking department, she's the queen of all bookers, and now she's in here on it. Exactly. Looking all innocent on Felicity.
With those little
ringlet curls.
Exactly.
And we felt bad for her when the ratings dropped because she cut the curls off. Please. Listen to the rest of it, though, before you leave. I think it was at my friend's apartment in a bathroom suite with a closet on the floor.
What? In the bathroom? On the floor?
It says in a bathroom suite. So it was a big bathroom.
That makes it better.
In the closet on the floor.
Wow. On the cold floor.
And she's not even sure. She says, I think.
I do not remember your first.
Yes, Katie. Kerry Russell's about to stir it up, like Tina Marie would say. Stir it up, stir it up. You know that song we play here at BLS? I love that song. What is that song? How does that go? What is it even called? I just know. Stir it up, stir it up. Yup, holla at me, make me scream. Stir it up, stir it up. Look, there's a big things a doing. I love that. Do you have that?
What's the name of it?
I don't. Stir it up, stir it up. Can't you just, isn't our computer sophisticated? You could just type up Tina Marie's name and see what comes up?
That's not there.
What's it called?
I'm Still in Love. I Need You.
That's it, I'm Still in Love. Press I'm Still in Love. Press that. This song goes out to Katie Holmes. There's a new sheriff in town, and her name is Kerry Russell. And she's about to stir it up, stir it up. And Tom Cruise is about to act like he's hetero, playing two women. And half the audience listening's going to buy into it. Whatever. Sing it, Tina. Sing us into break. And Kerry Russell is real interested in the Scientology. Exactly. Katie, you don't stand a chance. Stir it up, Kerry. Stir it up, Kerry.
We never seen any bumps.
Give us more grist for the mill.
And we never seen any bumps on Kerry.
Oh, that's right. And Kerry Russell doesn't have bumps that look like herpes around her mouth either, Katie. And by the way, Tom, with these two women fighting over you, we still have our eyes on exactly how you get down.
How you doing?
All right. Turn this up and let's go into break. Just get to the part where she says stir it up. And then press the commercials. Everybody listen. This is the song for Katie. Okay, turn this up and turn my mic off. Let me shut up, please.
Nothing's ever promised tomorrow today.
What's up? I'm Tierra Marie, and you're listening to the bonus hour on 107.5 WBLS.
Make a girl feel. Hey, Tierra Marie. Pharrell Williams was 16. He says, we worked at McDonald's. She was an older lady, 28 or 29. Jessica Alba was 18. Jessica Alba's playing Jeannie, by the way, in I Dream of Jeannie. She got the Jeannie part. And Jimmy Fallon is playing, I guess, Major Nelson. He's co-starring. I would imagine that would be Major Nelson. Mm-hmm. Tommy Lee says he was 13, the girl next door, my sister's best friend. Britney Spears says she was 18. It was a 2-year relationship with Justin, and I thought he was the one, but I was wrong. I didn't think he was going to go on Barbara Walters and sell me out. And Justin says, I've been doing it since I was 15. I enjoyed it and praised it. David Duchovny was 14. Hold on, I got a Punky Brewster story coming up. Hold on, I was about to walk out of the room. David Duchovny was 14. Oh, he's fine. He is. I met him on the red carpet and told him so. It seemed like it was about a year ago that it happened. It'll be, I guess, on my next VH1 Wendy Williams is on Fire show, whenever that is, sometime in 2008. Carmen Electra was 16. She says it was in Cincinnati in the backseat of a car. It wasn't glamorous. I actually felt bad that I didn't wait longer. Jerry Seinfeld says he was 19 or 20. He says, as a teenager, I never had sex, but I was the master of my domain. What does that mean? Oh, I see. Okay. Tara Reid says she was 17. It was down at my Jersey Shore beach house on the sand. It was disgusting. 400 mosquitoes, and I had hives everywhere. Kate Hudson was 15. She says, I remember my mother going, honey, have you already had sex? When I said yes, that I had already lost my virginity to a boy. I was just mad for my mom was supportive. Well, figures. That's Goldie. Peace. And puff, puff, pass. I mean, no doubt. You know what I mean? Maybe not now, but you know. So Soleil Moonfry, Punky Brewster, and her husband welcomed their first child, poet Sienna Rose Goldberg, born yesterday, Wednesday. 7 pounds, 13 ounces.
She sure is his.
And 19 inches long. Well, she's 29, he's 34, and she's put those days of serving Albie Shore Professional in the middle of the Spy Bar behind her.
Oh, okay.
Art.
Good. She's grown up.
I really don't have any tolerance for hearing this story again. Can you tell it as quickly as possible?
Oh, my gosh. Do you think I have tolerance for telling it again? You tell it better and quicker than I do. You know about Art.
So Art was an intern at, an A&R assistant or whatever he was. Art was working at a record label. Motown, was it?
Motown.
Albie Shore was one of the artists or working there, whatever.
He's my
whatever,
boss.
Okay. And they were all at the Spy Bar that I have the place.
Co-workers.
Okay. So Art's in there. Punky Brewster comes in, and she's with her boyfriend.
Right.
And they're all hugged up on each other, and everything's good. So Art is by himself. He's very much a loner. Even though he's there with people, he's off in the cut watching people. So next thing he sees, Soleil Moonfry on her knees in front of Albie Shore, giving him a professional where not everyone can see, but open enough where a person with no life like Art, who's very, I guess, all wide-eyed, New York, big city of dreams, all right. He's happy to be here from Philly. He has his job at Motown. So, you know, he's spying at the Spy Bar and sees the whole thing go down.
And loving it.
And after she finishes and she takes her last gulp, she goes over to the bar with her boyfriend that she came in there with.
At the time, yeah.
And everything was business as usual.
Yeah. Yeah.
Isha's here. Isha, is this one of your days?
No, it's not.
What do you work? You work for paying? Oh, you still work looking for a paying job?
Yeah.
She's working on a project for you, actually.
What are you working on, Ish?
On the stickers for your mic file.
Oh yes, very good.
Yeah.
Thank you, Isha.
She's proving herself.
Yeah, that's our girl from Tufts with no aim, no direct aim at a direct career. We're trying to help her out.
Oh.
I understand you're looking for a paying job, right?
Yes, I am.
How's that going?
Right now it's not going that well.
What are you doing the rest of your life?
We're doing your mic
North
flag.
and south and east and west of your life.
Yeah. Hopefully, I've put my resume in a couple places, so hopefully somebody will call me and like me. Hi.
You've got a nice presentation. You've got a nice presentation and everything. It's just that you don't have any focus, so you might want to keep that,
Yeah.
because that's like a turnoff.
Mm-hmm.
See, it almost turned me
Well,
off.
being here, I can't do a full-time thing, so
Yeah.
I don't want to lose this. So
No.
just gotta look-
This is part time.
Yeah, I know, but I can't do a full-time with this.
Oh no! Nobody has full time. Like all the girls, you girls come in. I think everybody here works like a paying job and whatnot. Not Bianca. But no. Art will reuse your schedule, or Zoe. Like once you get, we're pretty good with that. If you're working a full time job, then we'll figure something out. Okay. We're gonna help you get it on track, girl. Anyway, that's the Punky Brewster story. Please don't make us tell it again. The Stop Snitching T-shirts. What is the big deal? Why don't we get 13-year-old girls to stop wearing Future MILF T-shirts? And my boyfriend's out of town. Do you want to come over to my house?
Oh. Yeah.
Aren't there bigger messages on T-shirts to fry? What is with the Stop Snitching damn T-shirts? My husband has one of those. I don't see it a big deal. But it's upsetting the cops because there were 33 fatal shootings so far this year, and cops are grappling with how to encourage witnesses to come forward and share information surrounding the heightened gun violence. And they feel as though these Stop Snitching T-shirts are saying to people, don't tell, don't tell, don't tell. And it's terrible that the gun violence is heightened, and it's terrible that there are 33 fatal shootings. But how about chicks like Kerry Russell? It's chicks like that at 15 walking around with my parents out of town. You want to come over? What? Future MILF. You know what they wear. You see the young girls. Sending all the wrong messages on their T-shirts. Okay, I gotta go. My chorus. And Mrs. Hunter is in the office?
Yes.
Oh, you made it, Mrs. Hunter, because it's 7 o'clock. I was going to leave you. All righty, everybody. I love you for being here. I love you for listening, and we'll talk again tomorrow at 2 p.m. Tell a friend to tell a friend about the fastest growing radio show in the country. It's the Wendy Williams Experience. Bonnie Harper's up next with The Quiet Storm right here on the 107.5 WBLS. Take care of each other. Good night.
The Wendy Williams broadcast day has completed.
Aw, man!
And WBLS music starts next.
107.5 WBLS. Today's R&B, classic soul. Welcome to The Quiet Storm. I'm your host, Vaughn Harper, and I promise to play you some of the sweetest sounds. Let's begin with Heatwave, Always and Forever. Why not? This is 107.5.